Welcome back to Stavanger, Norway for the final session of the 2021 World Open Equipped Powerlifting Championships. And of course, we'll have the 84 pluses and the 120 plus men to finish off this fantastic week. I'm Gary Williams and I'm joined by Joe Whiteley.
We're calling this Super Saturday. Yeah, we're calling this one Super Saturday. Super heavyweights in both classes. This is where the pedal hits the metal, really, isn't it? You know, the biggest weights move. We've got a packed arena here at Stavanger. Everybody is ready to see what these big boys and girls can do.
Yeah, look, it's been an amazingly exciting week. The competition has been incredible, and this is a great way to finish. I mean, we've got some great names in here, and I've just looked up. Ilya Strick is here again.
Yep.
She had a fantastic week in Lithuania, picking up the gold there as well. But we are getting underway here for the 84 pluses.
Yeah, first out is Solli Jonsdottir of Iceland with 200 kilos for her opener.
20 years of age, junior, and competing here with the best of the best.
We've got quite an age split here. I mean, Jonsdottir, obviously 20 years old. She was born in 2001. Ilya Strick.
Yeah, Masters athlete. Still not just competing in the Opens, but absolutely smashing them as well.
Challenging, yeah. She's not just here as an also-ran at all. You should never turn your back on Ilya Strick. However, let's see what Solli's got for her opening squats. 200 kilos should move pretty easily for her, you'd think. I'm sure she's hoping so.
Depth looks really good from this angle.
Yeah, no problem there for me.
That was super fast.
And no problem for the referees too. So she's got one in.
Yeah, got that first one on the board, a really important one.
So Amalie Nielsen of Denmark now coming out for 225.
Yeah, so she competed at the Europeans earlier this year. That was back in August. Picked up the 225 there as well. Ranked number 4.
Little late getting her wrist wraps on, but I don't think she's too stressed.
Yeah, so you can only adjust your belt on the platform, so the technical controller won't let you past.
And it's all very well until you get told to re-rack the bar or something like that, but hopefully that's not going to happen to her.
Yeah, very good walkout there. Didn't waste a lot of energy.
Yeah, looking very controlled.
Well, she's been a long time at the bottom. And she's very convincing with depth, but that was almost a pause squat.
Depth was good. Certainly not getting any bounce out of the hole there.
Bar is loaded for Amalie Larsen, Denmark.
So this is Amalie Larsen, also of Denmark. 235 kilos on the bar for her. That's interesting. We've had a couple of changes to openers. Whether people have thought, well, it's going well, let's put it up, or.
Well, look, you know, you've been watching the rest of the competition. You've been watching the others. You've been watching big names bomb out or fail because of opening too big. So you take on what's happening throughout the week and you make some changes according to that. So Amalie is opening at 235. She did 245 squat at the Opens, the European Women's, earlier this year in August. Incidentally, she picked up the bronze medal there.
Well, she'll be looking to improve on that today. 2-1, good lift.
Gets it on the board.
Red lighted by a side referee with a red card, which is for depth, usually.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from our angle.
Look fine on the replay, but we're not in the best position. So here comes Ilya Strick of the Netherlands. 235 also on the bar for her. I mean, what a legend of the sport this lady is.
Yeah, I probably don't have enough fingers or toes to count the number of achievements.
We certainly don't have enough superlatives in our vocabulary for Ilya.
So she ranked #1 at the Europeans this year. She picked up gold at the bench only.
Well, let's see what she's got. Moment of truth.
And very professional as always.
You absolutely can't fault her, can you? Okay, Valentina Zahoruiko of Ukraine, 245 kilos for her opener.
Bar is loaded for Valentina Zahoruiko, Ukraine.
Again, from what we're seeing of the PBs, all these ladies are, you know, taking a sensible approach.
Yeah, like as you said, we've seen a few changes going before the openers closed out. And it really is just a case of you watch competition throughout the day and throughout the week, and you make some decisions based on how everyone else is feeling the pressure. You know, someone makes a mistake and fails on the openers, you start to look at yours.
Yeah. That was interesting. She's coached by Tatiana Melnik, who is fresh off the platform from the previous session. A true legend of the sport. That is a good lift for Zahoruiko. Anna Kukareva, Russian Olympic Committee, opening her account with a mere quarter of a metric ton, 250 kilos. Nice work if you can pull it off.
$250 kilos. She's probably running a bit later to the platform than she'd like to. The first lift, getting everyone sort of all the timing right, can be a bit tough sometimes.
Yeah, there's a lot to think about. It's not easy to move in a squat suit.
And particularly when you've got a couple of athletes, and so ROC have got a couple of athletes in this one as well.
I mean, really star-studded as well. That's Fedosienko coaching her, who is
yeah, like
pretty much unbeatable.
He's an absolute legend of the sport as well.
Saw him earlier in the week, moving huge weights like it was nothing.
Haven't got much time left.
No.
Just sneaks it with 3 seconds to spare.
I'm not sure if that wasn't 2 seconds, but didn't phase her. See what the referees think of that. I think it's good. 2-1. Again, red card for depth. Now, that's usually a result of you coming out late and just rushing it, even though...
Well, I'm going to hazard a guess. From the noise in the crowd, I'm going to hazard a guess that we have a Norwegian athlete.
It is.
Out.
Hildeborg Hugdal.
Going to say
252.5 kilos.
Not just any Norwegian athlete.
Yeah.
And she has a huge number of supporters in the crowd here. It is crazy.
I've lost count of the number of Team Hugdal t-shirts that I can see and Norwegian flags. Well.
Oh, that was a tough opener, though.
It was.
It should go on the board. It does.
It did, and the crowd goes wild. I think they really need to save something, though. This is just the first round of squats. But that is a good lift for Hugdal.
And
right, and
this young lady coming out now,
Daria Efimtseva, Russian Olympic Committee. She is opening on a world junior record. Now that always puts the fear into me.
Well, this one's a bit interesting because this is a standard. So 275 is a standard.
Yeah.
So there's no recorded record, so she just has to match it.
Yeah. Normally you have to beat the lift, but beat the number, but she just has to match it. It always worries me, though. Well, I hope she's going to prove me wrong.
Yeah, I mean, 21 years of age, she is already such an accomplished lifter. You know, World Junior gold medal 2018, 2017, 2019 took out the gold in the Women's Classic.
She took a step forward.
I'm not sure. A bit off balance there.
I'm not sure how the depth was either. We're not going to see that because she's getting yellow cards for.
Depth was good, but she just got a little bit off balance on the way back up.
That's a shame. See, that's put her in a difficult position now.
So
hopefully it's not going to affect her her mindset for the next one. But
yeah, look, I think you know, she's young, but she's quite a mature lifter for such a young lifter, and I don't think it's going to bother her too much.
It is hard to face someone from the Russian Olympic Committee. They do take a lot in their stride. Anyway, here is Amalie Nielsen of Denmark.
And again, we've got a bit of a timing problem with athletes getting ready here. We've got 39 seconds left. She's still doing up her wrist wraps.
It's a small group.
Yeah, look, it can make it a bit difficult. You've got a lot to do at the back there between lifts. You know, you walk off, you take your wraps off, you try and catch your breath, and before you know it, you're trying to get those wraps back on again, and it's not an easy thing to do.
And if you're sitting at home thinking, well, why don't they just keep the wraps on? I tell you what, you wrap your knees that tight and see how long you can keep them on for. If you can manage 30 seconds, then I'm going to send you a prize.
You want to be standing with knee wraps for the least amount of time possible.
Gets the start command with 5 to go.
Oh, it's tough. She could get that chest up. She gets to the top.
Moved well, didn't stall. 2 to 1, good lift. Soli Jonsdottir now coming out for 240. So she's playing a sensible game there. She's gone, well, I'll get 200 on the board. That's out of the way. Now let's move to some real weights.
Yeah, it's not completely unusual to see some bigger jumps, particularly if you're training for it as well. As we get into these bigger weight classes, like the 120 plus men, we'll see some quite large jumps as well. And especially if you're training for it, if you're training in that manner, taking those big jumps.
Well, they do say Iceland is the land of the giants. I mean, you just look at her shoulders. That is someone, if they were coming down the stairs, you would step aside.
Well, we've got 240 kilograms. Oh, and it just moved like there was nothing on her back.
It really did. I wonder where she's going to go with the next one. 2 to 1. She's got a red card for depth from the side referee.
That just moved so easily.
Yeah, that was no issue for her at all. She needs to watch that depth, though. Once people start to call you on depth, you have to keep an eye on it. Here's Ilya now. 242.5 kilos on the bar for the lady from the Netherlands.
I think this is her first year coming up into the 84 pluses. Yeah,
she normally competes as an 84, doesn't she? I mean, you look at what she weighs. She's weighed in this morning at 89.55, which is not a huge amount in this category. Obviously 84 plus, so there is no upper limit. Oh, she looks pleased with that. And she's right to do so.
On the board.
3 whites for Ilya.
Yeah, she's just enjoying competing at this weight class, not having to worry about body weight and weighing in and worrying about all that. She's just...
Yeah, you can have a hearty breakfast. So Amalie Larsen of Denmark now, coming out for 247.5. She is the lighter of the 2 Danish lifters. But she's moving more weight. So we do say mass moves mass, but when you get to this level of the sport, then you've got to expect some exceptions.
Well, from here it looks good. Let's wait and see what the referees say. It is 3 white lights, 247.5.
They agree with you, and she sounds pleased with that. Here comes Valentina Zahoryko of Ukraine, 255 kilos for her. This equals her posted PB.
So 255.
What's she got? Doesn't look stressed, doesn't look in a rush. Calm before the storm.
Yeah, so this will equal her personal best. She lifted a 255 at the European Women's in Czechia this year.
Okay, so it's a recent PB. I mean, at 29, you're still honing your skills, aren't you? And building strength.
Well, that looks okay. It moved well. She hits the bottom quite nicely.
Yeah. Unanimous verdicts from the referees of a good lift. And I'm sure you can hear from that, ladies and gentlemen, even if you can't yet see it on your screens, that Hildeborg Hugdal is coming out for her second attempt. 257.5 kilos for her.
Well, she's going to have to keep on her game today. She's not going to have it all her own way, so she's going to have to be really smart with her lift selections.
I'll tell you something, if support from the crowd counts for anything, then that's going to help her out.
You know, and you can see early on she's already really thinking about the long game. She's also added 5 kilos to her last lift.
Oh, she's got to be worried about that. I don't know if she should get this one, I think.
She does.
She does, but she gets 1 blue for downward movement, and that looked tough. That's a weird place to stall as well, isn't it?
I would be only adding 2.5 kilos to the next one.
Yeah.
I'd rather get that 2.5 kilo on my total than risk not getting anything more on my total.
I'll tell you something though, to have it stall there and just go, nope, I will finish this lift, that is some serious determination. Anna Kukhareva, Russian Olympic Committee, 262.5 for her. Second to last lady out in this second round. She'll be followed only by her fellow country person, I'm going to say. Maybe countryman is the right word, I'm really not sure. But another lifter from the Russian Olympic Committee, Efentseva, will follow her. Now, she's on the platform in plenty of time this time, so whatever the delay was last time, she's got on top of that.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a little bit difficult to get the timing right, particularly when you've got 2 lifters coming out. And it's especially hard when you've got 2 lifters following each other. Oh, I don't know if she got back to the top there. Yeah, it's a no lift there. So we've got a downward movement.
A downward movement and a
failure to lock out the knees. So that's I think it's a failure to return to the start position.
275 kilos for Daria.
That's a little unsporting. We're hearing some boos from the crowd. That is not what we expect from powerlifting. This is not football.
Right now, world junior record.
So that's why we heard the boo. Hugdal's lift has been overturned by the jury. That is a no lift for Hilda Hugdal. Okay, Daria Efentseva, the weight did not look too difficult, but she yeah,
this is just a case of getting that bar in the right position, just set up a little bit more comfortable.
World junior record for the second time of asking.
And that was super fast. 3 white lights. Yep. Are we sure there was weight on her back?
Well, I can see quite a lot of Swedish steel on that bar. That is a good lift for her. Always nice to see a world record set with just red plates as well. Yeah, I'm not going to mess about with any small.
So that now sets the standard. So the previous world record at 275 was a standard. She now owns that as a world record. So her next lift will also be a world junior record attempt as well.
It's true. The number hasn't changed, but it now has an owner. So, Amalie Nielsen from Denmark. Both Danish lifters called Amalie. What are the chances of that, really?
So 235.
Well, it's been very slow and controlled, hasn't it? And no change there.
Well, she gets back to the top. It was not easy. And unfortunately,
no, she's not got that
deep enough.
250 kilos for Elias Strik. Larson and Hugdahl, get ready.
So I can only assume that Hugdal's was overturned because they felt the depth wasn't good enough.
Loaded for Ilya Strik, Netherlands.
However, here comes Ilya, 250 kilos on the bar for her.
So she has lifted a 255 in 2017, but recently 235 was her best squat this year.
Bear in mind she's carrying more body weight, so she should, in theory, be capable of more. The focus on her face is incredible.
I think she's. I think there might have been a bit of a dip there. We'll see.
I think so. I think we're going to see blues here.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. She handled the weight okay, but there was just a little bit of a dip. Not really sure where it came from.
No. So many things that can affect that. Yeah, it was
that was a tough call, that one.
Amelie Larsen now of Denmark, the second of our two Amelies from Denmark, coming out for 257.5 kilos for her third attempt.
Give herself a nice little personal best lift on the world stage.
I don't speak Danish, but I'm not going to argue with that.
Well,
just like the last two.
That looks very good.
Good work for Larsen. I think she's
very
pleased with
excited
that.
about that one.
You saw a little victory celebration as she left the platform.
Yeah, well,
I'm proud to say I might have had a part in that because I showed her where the venue was the other day. That's not much help. Okay, Hilda Hugdahl. Hildeborg Hugdahl.
So she
did not get her last lift.
Her previous lift was overturned 257.5.
So she's got it to do now. She's projected to do well, but if she, I mean, even if she doesn't get this, she's only giving away 5 kilos, but every little single kilo counts here.
Yeah, but you can see how fast Stefan Seaver is catching up with her.
That looked better, didn't it?
I don't know about that.
Move better. Yes, a good lift.
It is on the board at 257.5.
Well, they said your depth wasn't good enough, and she went, okay, how about this? Okay, Soli Jonsdottir of Iceland coming out for 260 kilos. 20 kilo jump from her second to her third. She took a 40 kilo jump from her opener.
Well, it'll put her in the silver medal position as well at the moment for the squats. And, you know, we know the probability of third lifts. "20 years of age, and you know she's at the top of the game in the opens.
Extremely competitive. And she was pretty competitive in Dubai 2 years ago when she was only 18. Oh.
Well, let's wait for the referees. No, it's not deep enough.
Depth, I'm afraid. No lift for Soli. So, Valentina Zahoriko, Ukraine, 262.5 kilos for her third attempt. This will get her provisional silver. She's currently in 4th place, as you can see on your screen.
Wants to push herself up into that silver medal position for squats.
And Efimtseva looks to want to own that world record that she took. 2 lifters away from Daria.
Oh, keep going. She's got it there.
Now it's stalled. I don't think it dipped.
Just waiting on the decision from the referees.
Here it is.
3
That's a good
white
lift.
lights. She gets it on the board. Gets herself up into that silver medal position temporarily.
So Anna Kukareva, Russian Olympic Committee, coming out for 265. She didn't get 262.5. She's decided to go up 2.5 kilos.
Well, she'd like the silver medal as well.
Wouldn't we all?
Yeah, look, sometimes the extra 2.5 kilos is just enough to push through those wraps in the suit.
Yeah. Well, her coach, as you can see there, Fedosienko, knows a thing or two.
Yeah, he's certainly no stranger to the world of squats.
No, he's currently ranked 3rd in the whole competition on good lift points, IPF points. So, as you say, knows a thing or two. Let's hope that. I don't think that's deep enough.
Well, it's going to be tight. She gets to the top. Hard to see because it was quite quick, but she's on the board.
I'm happy to be wrong. That is a good lift for Kukareva.
And the side referees say it's deep enough.
So Daria Efimtseva, world junior record holder at 275 kilos.
And wants 290 kilograms. This was massive. She already has the gold medal in the squats. But this is a really important kilos here because this starts her on a pathway to peg down Hugdal.
Yeah. If she beats Hugdal, she might need a bodyguard on the way out.
Well, it's quick.
It is quick.
It moved just as fast as the last one. 3 white lights, 290 kilos, and she starts herself on the pathway to peg down the top runners here.
So
right now,
any further ado?
Yeah, we move straight into the 120 plus men.
So from super to super. This is going to be, obviously these guys weigh a lot more. I think the lowest body weight we have here is 141.7. So the 120 plus kilo category, they're ranging between the 140s and
186 is the biggest today, I think.
True. However, Tobias Zinseling of Germany coming out to for 340 kilos.
Yeah, certainly no stranger to the platform. We've seen him lift plenty of times.
Masters 1 lifter, 43 years old. Again.
He picked up the gold medal at the Western Europeans this year. Competed in the European men's this year. Picked up 7th position in Dubai in 2019. He is no stranger.
Fairly distinguished career. Hasn't moved that quickly, but didn't stall. Good lift for Zinseling.
Load the bar to 397.5 kilos, please, for Julian Johansson, Iceland.
So Julian Johansson of Iceland, 397.5 kilos for his opener. I mean, that's just huge, isn't it?
These are some big, big numbers and some big guys. Current world record is a massive 505 kilos.
Whose is that?
Blaine Sumner.
Okay.
5:05 world record. We're sitting here at 3:97. The big giant from Iceland weighs in at 161.
Well, let's see what he's got for 397. I mean, it's amazing to think that that's your opener.
Oh, just got a bit out of shape there. Great job from the spotting team, and great job from Julian as well, making sure he stayed under that bar and helped all the way back up. He did a very good job there. Just got a little bit out of position. Nothing major.
Okay, here's Ray Bowring, 410 kilos. Second generation lifter. You can see his dad there, Dean Bowring, has had a few world titles. Ray, I think, took the junior title in Regina in Canada.
He did in 2019.
And that was astonishing because I remember at that competition seeing what his opener was and thinking, nah, that's just a bluff. And then he came out and squatted it. A very, very strong young man. Only 19 years of age is Ray.
He picked up the European Championship this year as well. Well, he didn't get the best bar path on that one.
No, slightly twisted, but he didn't let it phase him.
Not deep enough.
Depth, though, I'm afraid.
Load the bar to 410 kilos, please.
So his hips did not go low enough. Let's see if we can see.
Yeah, he pulls up very short.
Yeah.
And the bar is loaded.
Difficult to see black on black with the squat suit, but. So Carlos Campos, Costa Rica, coming out for 410 kilos. I hope I picked his correct names. Hispanic lifters generally have 4 names, but I believe you would use the 2.
Well, he gets back to the top. That's a big lift. He hasn't really lifted around that weight for a while.
Well, whatever you call him a successful squatter. That is a good lift. Joseph Capellino now, US Virgin Islands. 415 kilos on the bar.
Well, certainly no stranger to competition, international competition. He's got silver back in 2016, silver in 2017, bronze in 2015, picked up a 4th in 2019 in Dubai, and that was probably one of the toughest competitions.
We've talked about that before. That was a tough competition for an equipped lifter because Dubai, as you're probably aware, is not one of the colder places in the world, and getting in and out of kit when it's hot, when you're a bit sweaty, can be very challenging. And of course, if the squat suit isn't in the exact right place, that can make a heck of a difference.
He's really having a hard time finding depth. He powers out of it really well.
Yeah, strength isn't an issue, but neither's depth by the look of things. That is a good lift.
420 kilos, please. For Andrei Shevchenko, Ukraine.
So Andrei Shevchenko, Ukraine, 420 kilos on the bar for him for his opener. It's a nice opener.
$420 kilograms. That is absolutely massive.
When you think there are people a couple of weight classes down who aren't even totaling that. And he's coming out and taking that for his opener.
He looks like he's pretty much ready to eat this bar if he doesn't get his lift.
That's not something I want to see. but good. Not necessarily
Yeah.
the most controlled ascent, but
We talk about that little drop in at the bottom to get the bounce out. I can't even fathom dropping in with 420 kilos on my back.
no, if I dropped with 420 kilos, I think I'd just keep going. Andrei Konovalov, Russian Olympic Committee, 435 kilos for his opener. Now, the audacity of the Russian Olympic Committee, they've got winner written across their shoulders.
You've got to start your day with confidence, my friend.
Well, they're certainly
You've got to
doing
get
that.
out of bed every morning and believe you're a winner. And this man is an absolute giant of the sport. You just saw a shot of him standing next to one of the coaches, and the coaches aren't little either.
No, but he's dwarfed them.
435 kilos. Really important to put this one on the board.
Oh,
Yeah, that looked fantastic.
it really did. Good lift for Konovalov at 435.
And it's not even the biggest lift in this first round.
No, Ahmed Hassanin of Egypt coming out for 470 kilos. His posted PB is 500. Do we think he's going to trouble the record? It all depends on whether he gets this first one in.
Well, let's see how the first one goes. I don't really have anything on him.
He's looking focused. I spoke to him a couple of days ago, and he was quite a friendly and calm chap. I don't think we're going to see that side of him on the platform today. You're coming out for 470 kilos. You need to bring everything you've got.
Hassanin, Egypt, a massive 470 kilos.
470, basically squatting a mid-sized sedan.
Yeah, if you needed to change a wheel and you've forgotten the jack, can you just lift this up, please? No problem. And bearing in mind that 470 should be a safe opener for him. Look at the bend on that bar. Just gets the start command with about 4 seconds to go.
Well,
Wow.
he's moved the weight easily,
He has.
but it's not deep enough.
Depth.
2 of the 3 referees call it on depth.
Depth is an issue.
Boy, oh boy, what
Red
a
card from
goal
centre
there.
and side
It is
referees.
Load the bar.
Not deep enough.
350 kilos, please. Tobias Zinserling, Germany.
Okay, so we've had 3 lifters fail in the third round, in the first round. We've got 2 more attempts at the squat. However, a man who smoked his first one is Tobias Zinserling of Germany, coming out for 350
Well,
kilos.
I'm just keeping an eye on the jury. There's been some movement from the jury. I'm just going to keep an eye on the board. We'll get through this lift, and I'll know in a second.
Yeah, let's see what they're just.
The bar is loaded.
Yeah, they've loaded the bar now for Tobias. The clock is ticking.
350 kilos.
Here he comes, the big man.
Gentle words of encouragement from members of the German team in the crowd.
$350 kilograms. It's under his personal best. Oh, let's look
that
how tough.
does
He's
not
starting
look
to
easy.
twist. He gets back to the top though,
Great battle by Zinserling,
but
but
no
call it.
joy
No.
there, not deep enough.
Depth. Load the bar to 397.5 kilos, please.
That's a shame for him. Okay, Julian Johansson of Iceland.
Boring and Campos
397.5 kilos on the bar for him for his second attempt. He didn't get this first time.
Needs to get this one on the board.
And the bar is
Yeah.
loaded.
Every time,
Julian Johansson,
you know, it
Iceland,
just puts more and more pressure.
97 kilos.
Some animated conversations going on in the crowd there. People discussing how this is going to work and what they're going to do.
He should be able to manage this. He did a 400 earlier this year.
I'm sure he's telling himself just that.
Oh, he's getting out of balance again, but he's saved it this time.
Well, let's see. No. 3 red cards, all for depth, just not deep enough. Not deep enough at all. He is in trouble now.
He saved the balance aspect this time, but now he's just not getting deep enough.
I mean, maybe he's just treating these as tryouts. He's going, okay, balance was a problem, depth was a problem. 3rd time round, we're going to smoke it.
Yep, 3rd time lucky. We've sorted out everything.
Okay, here comes Ray Bowring now. Again, didn't get his 410.
Just didn't get deep enough. 19 years of age, and here he is, not just competing with the big boys, but mixing it with them as well.
Yeah. His last one didn't look easy, but it was a depth issue for Ray, so he's just got to sink this one. Oh, it's too heavy.
Well, no, I don't think that was the issue there. I think what's happened is as he's hit the depth, his hips have flung back a bit, and he's gotten a bit off centre. Let's have a look. We might be able to pick it up here. Yeah, you can see he shifts back.
So he's started to fall back. So, yeah, okay. Well, he has another crack at that. This is Carlos Campos, Costa Rica, coming out for 422.5. Got his last one.
Yeah, he got his 410, now looking for 422.5.
Shevchenko, Capolino, Conovallo to prepare.
And here he comes. 422.5.
Well, see how this moves. Just asking them to put the bar in the right position. He's got the racks in there. You often see that with the bigger guys because they want to be able to put their hands on the outside of the racks.
Yeah, shoulder mobility is probably not one of their strong points.
No. No, you do give something up when you become a super, and shoulder mobility is one of those things. No.
Yeah, he just didn't get into the depth there. He didn't get the spring out of the bottom.
Now, that's the benefit of experience. He didn't fight it. He knew it wasn't going, and he just went, nope, take it off me, please. Which, as a spotter, is not something you want to see. No.
He just needs to get down a bit deeper and really get that spring out of the bottom. That's all.
Okay, here comes Shevchenko. Ukraine, 437.5 for him. Again, not in a bad place because he got his opener. So he's just looking to build on that now.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, and this is where it becomes difficult for Johansson, Bowring, Hassanen. They haven't got their openers. You can't start adding to your total now.
No.
You know, you're giving away weight and opportunity every time you miss a lift.
That's true. And everybody else is not going to wait for you.
Well, he certainly has no problem shifting that.
Yeah, we'll see how depth look though.
Not deep enough though.
Both side referees called depth. The bar remains at 4.
Yeah, these guys struggling to get another lift on the board.
Yeah, no one this round has got a lift in so far. Joseph Capolino, US Virgin Islands. Again, got his opener.
Well, he's no stranger to the world stage. And he should be able to sink this one in.
Well.
Well, he's getting fired up for this one.
Yeah, look at all those red plates. We do still have some spare, though, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry, we're not going to run out of weights. Be impressive if we did.
Well, I think he dropped in okay there. Let's have a look. No, he
No,
didn't.
not quite.
He just hasn't quite got down there. Big Mike Z heading to the jury panel as I expected.
Yeah. So if it's 3 reds or 3 whites, it cannot be overturned. But if it's 2-1, then there is some room for movement, and you can go to the jury and say, "What did you think of that, guys?" Get a second opinion.
And I don't think he got any joy from the jury.
He doesn't look to have gone away happy, does he? Andrei Konovalov, 452.5 kilos on the bar for him. Russian Olympic Committee.
Now look, if anyone can turn this around and put some green on the board, it's this man.
We talk about the Russian bear. I think you're looking at one right here.
We'll see Medved. Oh, look at that.
Just see how the depth was. That's a good lift.
Look at that. Turns it around. He finally get a green on the board in the second round.
We do. Are we going to get another one? Because here comes Ahmed Hassan in for 470. Did not get this last time. It was depth, wasn't it? Just not quite deep enough. Stood up with it, absolutely no problem, but he has to go all the way down.
Yeah, just got to sink into those wraps in that suit.
Ahmed Hassanin, Egypt. What a massive weight, 470 kilos.
He weighed in today at 186.8. He's the biggest man in the field today.
And that is reflected in his opener, but I mean, people could catch him. Konovalov has put the same in for his third. There's no such thing as a shoe-in powerlifting.
Well, the depth looks better this time.
That looked good to me. Yes.
Yes, he gets it on the board. Gets it on the board.
The game is on. We're into the third round now. 350 kilos on the bar for Zinserling. Didn't get this for his second. But he's not in trouble. He got a 340 for his opener.
He has one on the board. We've only got 2 gentlemen, Hansen and Bowering, on in a little bit of trouble.
Germany.
Is he coming out, do you think? The higher the body weight, the less likely these guys are to come out for a third attempt.
Yeah, look, you've got a short field here. It's not a huge turnaround time, and you know, in some cases, I've got one on the board.
I'm going to save something for bench.
I've got to get through
deadlift.
bench yet. I've got to get through deadlift. I need a little bit of extra rest. I'll leave my minute on the board, let these guys count it down so everyone else gets a rest. Otherwise, they're going to be really unhappy with me if I scratch.
Yep.
And, you know, Angela, let the clock count down. It is really challenging for these guys. It takes a lot out of them when you are moving this much weight. You know, I mean, I know it's hard to envision how much, you know, 350 kilos is, 400 kilos is. It's really hard to envision that.
How about do 10 reps with 35 kilos and see how that feels? And then imagine moving it all in one go.
So
see how that is. Answers on a postcard.
We let the clock run down, and now we load the bar.
So yeah, obviously no lift for Zinserling. So 405 on the bar for Julian Johansson. Well, he didn't get 397.5 twice. He's clearly thinking, okay, all or nothing.
Yeah, well,
let's put some weight on there and sink it in.
It's the case of being pulled up on depth. In equip lifting, sometimes you need that extra weight to push through the knee wraps and push through the seat. 47.5 kilos. Is it too much?
Well,
It's
we're about to find out. The
very
crowd
hard to
is
find out.
behind him. But this is a predominantly Norwegian crowd. They were going crazy for Hugdal, but nobody wants to see a lifter not make their attempt. They're on their feet, they're shouting, they're screaming. Let's hope this helps. We do say the support of the crowd is worth 10 kilos, and I hope we're right. Oh,
he just can't quite get it there.
So sorry.
Just
a
couldn't
shame.
quite get it. So he will not be able to register a total.
Okay, similar situation for Ray Bowring.
Yep, in the same
410
situation,
on the
yeah.
bar for him for his third attempt. He's not gone heavier. He wants that 410.
Well, he just needs to get something on the board.
If I'm not
Here he
mistaken, those are the
comes.
dulcet tones of Sherry Miles from the British team shouting for Ray.
Nobody wants to see this happen.
Yeah, and again, once again, the whole crowd is on their feet. Everyone's behind Ray. We really want to see this.
So I have just been informed that Johansson from Iceland will get a relift.
Okay. One more chance.
Oh,
he's
got
stood
it
up
to
with
the
it.
top. What is the depth on it? Is he there?
Let's see the lights. Come on, come on.
He
Yes!
is. He's there.
Good lad. Ooh. That's going to have been a stressful time for young Ray.
So what will happen is we'll go through this round, and at the end of the round, Johansson will get another attempt at 405. I'm not entirely sure what the reasoning was, but I think it has something to do with the spotters making contact with the bar or something like that.
Yeah. So, I mean, is it a blessing or a curse to get another crack at the
Well-
weight that size? Anyway.
Well, he needs to get on the board to get a total, so.
Carlos Campos, this is a World Masters 1 record attempt for him. Currently stands at 425.5, 427.5. He's going to push it on if he gets it. It is all happening this afternoon, right here in Stavanger, Norway.
427.5 kilograms for a world Masters record.
Can he do it? We're about to find out. Not quite.
Just not quite there.
Just started to go backwards.
He gave it everything he had.
Yeah, you can't say he didn't try, can you? 437.5 kilos now for Capolino. Didn't get it last time. Was depth. Wasn't quite deep enough. So he knows what he did wrong.
It's quite difficult. I mean, Capolino is a really tall man. Yeah, and the way his build is, depth is a tough one to reach.
Yeah.
But he's got plenty of experience. It's not the first time, he's been here.
Well, what's he got?
Big Mike Z handling him today.
No stranger to the platform himself.
Just sinking in. Yeah, nice little drop in. I think he might have this. Wait and see for the referees.
It's going to be very
He
close.
has.
He's got it.
He is on the board.
Okay. This is Andrei Shevchenko of Ukraine, 445 kilos. This will put him into bronze medal position. If he gets it, currently has a best squat of 420. 437.5 didn't go for him. He's decided he would just like 445 anyway, please.
Yeah, look, this is to get
Let's
on the
not
podium.
talk about 437.
This is to get on the podium as well.
Yeah. The stakes are high. Let's hope the depth isn't.
Oh, that looks good.
How quickly did that move?
It is. Gets it on the board.
Shevchenko.
4:45 and moves into the bronze medal.
You called me on depth. Okay, I'm not going to let you make that mistake again. Okay, 3 more lifts. Johansson gets an attempt at the end of the round, but we're going to have Andrei Konovalov from Russian Olympic Committee with 470. Hassanin is going to have a look at the world record, and we will then go to Johansson's extra attempt. He was given that by the jury.
Oh, here comes Andrei now.
Well, the last one moved like it was nothing, didn't it? 452.5.
Yeah, it moved fast. If the name Andre the Giant hadn't already been used, I think it would suit him very well.
Younger viewers, look that up afterwards.
Oh, just couldn't quite get the speed out of the bottom.
Not let that bother him. Okay, so 505.5 on the bar now for Ahmed Hassanin of Egypt. Normally lifts go up in multiples of 2.5, but if you are attempting a record, then you can add just 2.5. You can add just half a kilo to that.
This is a phenomenal amount of weight, 505.5 kilos. You know, we often joke about how much something weighs. This is half a ton. This literally is a small car.
It is. Now, we usually talk about being able to do this to give you a small advantage as well. I don't think that half a kilo advantage is going to necessarily make a big part of his game plan, but he's got to get it first. That's the main thing. And the whole audience is on their feet.
505.5, over half a ton. There are no red plates left in the rack.
There's practically no plates at all left in the rack. What have we got? A blue, a green, a white.
This is a phenomenal amount of weight.
Yeah, you just watch this bar bend when he unracks it, ladies and gentlemen.
And it takes a lot to bend an Alico bar.
Well, he moved it.
He shifted it without a problem.
What about the depth, though?
No, not deep enough.
That's a shame.
And it's three reds, so he cannot protest that. But boy, he moved it easily, though, didn't he?
That's going to fall next time. Surely.
So we load back up now to 405.
This is for Julian Johansson of Iceland, 405 kilos.
This is a do or die. He needs this to be able to register a total. He has failed at 397. He failed at 397.5 again. He did 405. There was an overturn. He is going to have to bring everything to the platform. He is going to have to bring every bit of fire, every bit of intensity that he's got to get this squat on the board.
The spotters and loaders even trying to motivate the crowd. I mean, let's face it, they don't want to catch it again, right? Okay, Johansson, come on. Come on, up.
Oh, he just hasn't got it in him today.
Unfortunately.
He's going to be extremely disappointed, but he will be back out here putting on a show for the bench and the deadlifts. We are going to take a short 5-minute break, and we'll be right back here with the 84 pluses. Welcome back to Stavanger, Norway for the 2021 World Open Equipped Powerlifting Championships. We are in the final day, final session of lifting. We've got the 84 plus women, the 120 plus men. I'm Gary Williams. I'm joined by Joe Whiteley, and it is heating up in here today.
It really is. We've seen world records attempted. We've seen world records fall. We've seen some dreams dashed as well, I'm afraid.
Well, right now we've got the 84 plus women, and Siva with the best result there of 290, followed by 265 and 262 and a half. But really, I mean, if you look across the board at the totals, I mean, it's going to come down to the wire. We've seen how many missed lifts have happened already.
Yep.
People giving away kilos. It doesn't matter what your nominated total is. It's about building on it and adding those kilos across the board. It is going to be tough.
Okay. We are starting the bench press with Amalie Larsen of Denmark. 122.5 kilos on the bar for her.
So the bench is always an interesting one. You don't tend to make huge gains in the bench and try and make up lots of kilos. However, there's every now and then you find someone who's just ridiculous on bench.
An absolute outlier.
And Araya Steen today showed that. She finished in the squats at 5th. By the time we got to the end of the bench, she was a mile ahead.
A lot of respect for Raestin. She is incredible. And as we move up the weight categories as well, obviously these are the largest weight categories we have, we tend to find that you make the most gains on the squat. Deadlift starts to fall off, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's all about, the way the body is built. It's all about the mass. It's all about the lever arms.
Well, I think
that was a bit of a celebration there, I think.
Before she'd even got up.
I like to wait for the referee's lights before I have my celebration, but
she was right though. It was a good lift. So from Amalie to Amalie, this is Amalie Nielsen, also of Denmark. 130 kilos on the bar for her. Looking very calm. Just getting into position, getting that hand off.
Oh, finding it hard to get the touch point there, but she gets there eventually.
Got it. Pressed it as well. I didn't see that move down. And neither did the referees.
So, just looking up the current world record there at 227, of course, belongs to Heidelberg.
So Valentina Zacharuiko, Ukraine, coming out for 145 kilos. Sensible openers we're seeing so far.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's at the moment opening well within their reach.
Long way that continue. If you don't know about powerlifting, then it is a rising bar. You cannot go. You can't come out for 150 and go, actually, you know what, that was too heavy. Can I do 110 for my next one? Nope.
Yeah, you cannot go back down, I'm afraid.
Obviously, at this level of competition, you don't see that kind of mistake, but well, that looked good for Zahariko. Yep. Good lift. Anna Kukareva, Russian Olympic Committee, 150 for her.
Russian Olympic Committee. Jonsdottir, strict, get ready.
So 150 should be well within reach.
I'm sure she hopes you're right.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, she hasn't done a lot on the international stage for a couple of years. She did it 162.5 in Dubai in 2019. She's been pretty active in Russian nationals and things like that.
It's been a
very active in those competitions by the look of that bench.
That's right. It's been a weird time. It's been difficult to travel for a lot of people, but she certainly doesn't seem to have lost anything, does she? That's a good lift for her. We move to Solly Jonsdottir now, 165 for the Icelandic lifter.
Let's go.
Just telling the spotters exactly how she would like that bar delivered to her hands, please. Again, we talk about this, don't we? You don't want that setup to be too complicated.
Yeah, we've seen it a
one, they
few
might not
times.
understand you, and two, they've got a lot to think about. They're seeing a lot of lifters go past.
Yeah, we've seen it a few times this week where athletes have had very complicated and technical and fragile setups.
And it can bite you.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was a very good press. Struggled a bit to get the touch there,
It's a good lift. Nice start.
but managed to hold that line well.
I think it's better to struggle to get the touch than to struggle to press it, though. But it's a delicate balance, isn't it?
Yeah, you got to find the right way.
Speaking of delicate, Ilja Strik of the Netherlands.
Well, she is a fantastic bencher.
Coming out for 175. As we said before, I think this is her first time in the super heavyweight category.
Yeah, she's done a couple of. She did world bench, of course, in super heavyweight. She has been in super heavyweights here and there before.
Oh, she's struggling to get the lockout. No.
Just didn't get the speed that she really needed there.
That spoiled her day, hasn't it?
Below the bar, 180 kilos for Daria Efimtseva, Hukdal and Larsson. Get ready.
So here comes Daria Efimtseva. 180 on the bar for her.
Committee, let's go.
Now, she took the junior squat record, but it's worth bearing in mind that she needs to do a bona fide attempt in both bench and deadlift
we
to
saw
take
that
that
go
home.
wrong last night.
We did. We saw the squat record fall, and then they blew it out on the deadlifts for the lifter from Chinese Taipei. So,
Well,
I mean, of course, you're here to win. World records should be a...
well, that's a fairly bona fide attempt right there.
I am not arguing with that. That was absolutely
I'm sorry,
fine.
did somebody forget to put weights on the bar?
I can definitely see 3 reds and a black
That
on there.
moved like an absolute rocket.
And I'm sure you can tell, ladies and gentlemen, by the Norwegian thunder that Hildeborg Hugdal is about to take the
Well,
platform.
you talk about good benches. Of course, she is the current world record holder at 227.
Now, she's opening at 215. I think there's a fair chance that she's going to try and push her bench on.
Well, we'll see how the opener goes. She's got to be thinking about the long game, though.
Not a lot of range of motion there, which helps as a bencher. I think
should
that's
be a good
okay.
It is 3 white lights.
Okay, so everyone has got one in the first round apart from Ilja Strik.
Below the bar, 127.5 for
We're into the second round. Amelie Larsson of Denmark for 127.5.
Ilja's not going to let that worry her. It's not, you know, she's years of experience at the top level competition. Yeah, it's going to annoy her that she missed it, but she's just going to walk out the back, fix that, and come back around.
I'm sure she's forgotten about it already and is focusing on the next one. 127.5 on the bar. Amelie Larsson of Denmark.
Just a 5 kilo increase.
Good.
I think she's got there.
Tilted over to the right a little bit, but not a problem.
Well, now she waited for the lights this time.
She did. She doesn't hold anything back though. She lets you know how she's feeling, doesn't she?
And it's fantastic. I mean, one of the things we always talk about is we're all here to win, but we should be enjoying it as well.
Yep. Amelie Nielsen, also of Denmark, 135. Such a contrast between the two Danish lifters, because this young lady is so calm And Larson is definitely a lot more hyped. Where's her heart on her sleeve?
Oh, nice touch. You could see the
Oh.
touch point there.
Now, did that dip, do you think?
It's very difficult to tell sometimes on those angles because it moves. Well, the referees think it did.
That's a shame.
Look, I wouldn't change a whole lot. You could see on that initial shot there we had from above, you could see the chalk mark on it from where the first bench press touched. And
Just
she
got
landed
offline,
exactly,
didn't she?
no, she landed exactly the same spot. Just the press out was the wrong direction.
Yeah. No, I mean offline on the
Yeah.
way back up, but yeah.
I wouldn't change anything if I was them. I
No.
would just work on getting those elbows into a better position.
Okay, here's Valentina Zahoryko, Ukraine, 152.5 on the bar for her. What has she got?
Oh, she got good speed. She gets the lockout.
Yeah, looked to be struggling a little bit with the left side, but nothing that she didn't overcome. That is a good lift for her at 152.5. From Ukraine to Russia, this is Anna Kukareva of the Russian Olympic Committee, out for 157.5 kilos.
Let's go.
Now, as you say, she's remained active in competition, even though we've not seen her internationally. But it's a pleasure to see her back on the world stage.
Well, 157.5.
Shouldn't trouble her too much, I don't think. Nope.
No, not one bit.
I think she needs to put some weight on the bar for the third one.
3 white
the way
lights,
that
that was
moved.
fantastic.
So here's Ilya, 175 kilos for her.
Yeah, look, this is where the experience comes through.
She's got work to do now.
I mean, she would have come into this competition with plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, a whole list of them. And when one thing doesn't work,
We're still on plan B at this point, do you think?
yeah, this is the plan B, I think. There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
That's just the experience there. 3 white lights.
Knows what she did wrong and got it right. She's in the game with that 175. So here comes Soli Jonsdottir for 180 kilos. 15 kilo jump for this young lady, only 20 years old.
Let's go.
20 years of age, 180 kilos. I am looking forward to seeing these young ladies bench over the next several years, because bench press is all about time under the bar, particularly for developing your bench as a female lifter.
Now the world junior record only stands at 190 kilos. Do you think we might see this from Soli in the third round, or we'll just see how this one goes first?
Well,
if this is good, I think we might.
I think it's there. I think she also has to consider a really long game as well.
Good lift.
I mean, at the moment, she isn't. I mean, we're only in the squat, we're only in the bench press here, and there's still a long way to go, but she does need to consider the long game.
However, she's going to have work to do, because Daria Efimtseva has also got her eyes on the world junior record.
Yeah.
Currently stands at 190. The bench only record is 190.5.
It might not be so easy to break the junior bench record in a couple of minutes.
No. Efimtseva might have decided to take that home.
Well, she has put in the 192.5 to see if,
She has.
if Efimtseva doesn't get this. Well, that was never in doubt, was it?
I don't think there was an if there. She's definitely got that. That is a world junior record, and that also takes the single bench press record because it's much harder to take that in a 3-lift competition. What a lifter.
Well, we load the 222.5 right now.
This is Hildeborg Hugdal of Norway.
.222.5, we're just shy of the world record, which incidentally is hers.
Only herself to beat. Nice place to be. I think that's good.
Well, it's back at the top.
So does she, and she's right.
It's 3 white lights.
Oh my goodness, these ladies are
Well,
fantastic.
third round. Amelie Larsen of Denmark, 130 kilos for her for her third attempt.
Will Hugdal put in 227.5.
And Sahorviko
Almost definitely, you would think, right?
I would imagine so.
Amalia Larsson, Denmark.
So Amelie Larsen, 130 kilos on the bar for her. Here she comes.
But Hugdal has to be really careful though, because I mean, Siva is neck and neck with her.
She is. And there's not a lot of movement in the of room in the deadlifts, is there? There's probably what, 15, 25 kilos between the lightest and the heaviest. Mind you, Hugdal's deadlift is better than Efint Seva's on the nominated openers. It could go anyway.
She gets to the top. I'm not sure if there's some bar dip there.
She struggled to lock it. I don't know
And
if she
I think
racked it early as well. Oh no.
No, she gets it on the board.
Oh, I'm sorry, I doubted her.
I didn't need to look at the lights.
Bar is loaded for Sophie Nielsen, Denmark. Sahorviko Kukareva, get ready.
So this is Nielsen of Denmark, 135. This is her second attempt at this weight, as you can see. And we will find out very shortly whether she's going to get this time.
135. It's within reach, but we are getting up pretty close to a personal best.
Now, it only failed because of the bar dipping, I think, last time. So she's just got to keep that under control. And I think she's done that successfully.
It looks better. It is. It's on the board.
Here's Valentina Zahoruiko, Ukraine, 157.5 for her third attempt.
Ukraine. Let's go. Kukareva, strict prepare.
What's Valentina got? They've looked good so far.
Well, there's plenty of experience in her corner, that's for sure.
I think Tatiana's probably barely even cooled down from competing this morning. Such a dedication to the sport.
Yeah, you see it quite a lot.
Struggling with the lockout, no.
I'll tell you what though, she handled that really well. If you watch the replay, that shirt tried so hard to take her for a ride and she managed to get it back under control somehow.
Yeah, by the time she was getting the lockout though, the shirt's not helping anymore and it's all down to the triceps. 162.5 on the bar now for Anna Kukareva, Russian Olympic Committee. Doesn't change her bench press ranking whether she gets this or not, but obviously the long game is the total.
Yeah, you got to be looking down the road for these ones. And she has the potential to finish on the podium today. That moved fast.
It did.
I'm not sure. It is 3
No,
white
good
lights.
lift.
Congratulations.
So here's Ilya now.
For Ilya Strick.
Got 175 for her last attempt. She's coming out for 180.
Yeah, look, and I imagine 180 was probably her planned second attempt.
Yeah.
She's just,
Netherlands. Let's
you know, and that's her plan B. Plan B is if 175 doesn't go for the first one, we make it our second, and then we move our second to our third.
Bench press bronze with this lift, with lifters to follow.
Let's see what she's got.
180. This will put her into the bronze medal position temporarily.
Yeah, you can't ever guarantee a third bench though, can you?
Well, that
No
one
problem
looks
there.
pretty nice. It
Certainly
is.
does.
It's on the board.
Skips off the stage.
And she is temporarily in the bronze medal position.
So this is just about what everyone else can do now. Solly Jonsdottir, Iceland, 192.5 on the bar for her. She gets this, she will take the bronze medal in bench.
Oh, she's been looking strong.
Bar is loaded and time is ticking. Solly Jonsdottir.
You know, it's tough competition when you put 192.5 on the bar. 2 minutes ago, it was a world record.
Yeah, that record now stands at 195 for the moment, but Efim Tseva is not happy, not satisfied with that. You'll find out what she's put on in a minute, unless you're looking on goodlift.info, in which case you can see now. Struggles to lock it out, but I think she's done it.
I think she got there. We'll wait and see for the referees. No. We've got some downward movement there by the movement.
I didn't see any, but I'm not in the best place. Let's see what we see on the replay here.
205 kilos.
Oh yeah, just a very slight dip on the way up. That is a shame. Anyway, the record was taken at 195 by Efim Tseva, and she's decided, you know what, I'd like that to be 10 kilos heavier, please.
Yeah, look, I mean, her bench has been moving really well. It's super fast.
205 kilos on the bar for Daria Efim Tseva, Russian Olympic Committee world junior record for both the 3 lift and the single lift bench press. I think she could have taken that anywhere she wanted.
That was pretty fast, wasn't it? So that is a world record for the bench and the single lift at 205. But the world record frenzy isn't over yet. We're having a massive sale on world records here in Stavanger, Norway.
Because here comes Hildeborg Hugdal looking to extend her own record.
227.5. And this is not just important for the record.
No, also for the total.
If she doesn't get this, she gives Efim Tseva a green light to roll through.
Yeah.
I think she's done it.
Think so.
She
has.
She has the world record.
New world record for Hildeborg Hugdal.
So Efim Tseva takes the silver while Hugdal takes the gold in the bench. And Ilya Strick, I think, snuck in there for the bronze.
Okay, so we're into the gentlemen now.
So we move straight to the 120 pluses. And yes, so just to run down, Hugdal takes the gold, Efim Tseva takes the silver, and Strick takes the bronze in the bench press.
Close competition, and Jonsdottir only in 4th place on bodyweight.
Yeah, it's come down to
how
it.
close it is. Here are 2 generations of bow rings waiting to get the bar loaded command.
No, it's not easy moving one of these racks around when it's loaded with weight. I think we're changing one of the arms out. Nothing unusual for this to happen.
No. when there's that amount of weight on there, of course, this is going to be frustrating for Ray because he just wants to get on with it, but at least he hasn't got knee wraps on.
Because he's not standing in knee wraps, so that's okay. So, well, we'll take this opportunity to give a big shout out to our sponsors. Of course, none of these competitions, and really this sport, not possible without Alico at SBD. They have been absolutely outstanding for the sport and quite a number of other sports as well. They stand behind the IPF, they stand behind weightlifting, they are involved in developing the sport. They put on competitions for us at short notice. They've looked after the people behind the scenes so many times as well.
Yeah.
You know, if you ever get the chance to go to Sweden and go and have a look at the headquarters at Alico, it's certainly worth it. It's especially worth it for the Alico waffle line.
That's true. And Halmstad is a beautiful place too. We really enjoyed our time there not too long ago when IPF and Alico put on the World Classic Championship at their headquarters. I mean, I can't imagine having a World Classic Championship in my office.
Well, and look, for those of you that aren't aware, Alico didn't start out in the world building strength equipment. Alico started out making home appliances, kitchen appliances. They're quite famous, and I'd like to take the credit for the waffle line, but they were quite famous for their waffle line.
They were, and I guess once you're casting steel, then it makes sense to cast more steel.
Yeah, and they moved into the world of strength equipment through one of the people that was actually working with Alico, who was weightlifting and pretty much got fed up with all the bars breaking and everything falling apart all the time.
They said, hey guys, perhaps we can do something better.
And the rest is history. And the crowd just giving some encouragement to the platform crew there at the moment. You can probably hear that.
Yeah, we're having an impromptu strongman competition as they wrestle that platform back into
this is a fantastic crowd we've got here this afternoon. We are just a few seconds from getting underway. Just a few little technical issues, but they've got it all sorted out now, so we'll be underway pretty soon. And of course, SBD, one of our other great sponsors that have stood behind the competitions, and they stand behind a lot of athletes as well.
They do. A lot of people owe quite a lot to SBD, you know, getting them to competitions and supporting them with equipment and that kind of thing. It's always worth mentioning the belt, isn't it?
Well, you can't mention SBD without mentioning the belt, can you? I mean, I wear mine just to keep my pants up. You know, it's just such a wonderful belt.
This is true. We do say that if you put one on, you will never want to take it off. And I think you're proving that, right, Gary?
Yeah, well, yeah, pretty much. And look, I mean, the thing is, everyone's a bit personal to a belt as well. The SBD belt is really comfortable. I wear my SBD belt on my bench as well. I mean, it's just
which is
really
what you see Ray
belt.
doing, actually.
Well, we're underway again here.
So here comes Ray Bowring, only 19 years of age, coming out for 245 kilos for his bench press opener. Now, he's had a bit of an extra break. I don't know whether he's going to have regarded that as a blessing or a curse, but he's here on the platform.
Yeah, look, it's tough. I mean, it really depends on how he's timed his warm-up as well, because quite often you want your last warm-up rep about maybe 6 minutes before you go out for your lift.
Well, it's not done him any harm.
He's shifted it quite well. Let's wait for the referees. It's a good lift.
Yeah, good lift for Ray.
White heights. Load the bar to 250 kilos, please. For Tobias Zinserling, Germany. Hassanen to
So
get ready.
here comes Zinserling for 250 kilos.
Germany.
Well, just a bit late coming to the platform here. I'm not sure if he's coming out or not. I mean, yeah, here he comes. He's got 36 seconds left on the clock.
Plenty of time, you would hope.
Yeah, look, it is. I mean, generally these guys don't have overly intricate setups. But, you know, when you've got 24 seconds left on the clock, if he gets asked to re-rack that bar, he's not going to have the time.
He's going to be in trouble. But I mean, you don't really see the intricate arch setups with these guys that you do with the smaller lifters. Anyway, he's got the start command, so all good. And there it is. Good lift for Zinseling.
Yeah, gets that one on the board.
Load the bar for 305 kilos, please. For
Okay,
Ahmed
so
Hassanin,
Ahmed Hassanin of Egypt, he's coming out for
Murillo,
305
Johansson.
kilos.
Bar loaded. Ahmed Hassanin, Egypt.
Only got one squat in, but he got one squat in, and that is all you need. So he is going to be focused on the bench press now. 305 kilos for an opener.
Sounds like a country and western song. One squat is all you need.
I'll let you write that one, mate.
So 305 in the bar, just missing out on the world squat record.
That is a shame. Clearly was strong enough, though.
Yeah,
How's that look?
quite hard to tell with the way the shirt sits there.
Waiting for one referee.
And
Good lift.
three
Yeah.
white lights.
3 white lights.
Good lift for Hassanin.
305
305
kilos,
remains on the bar
And
for
the
Carlos
bar
Campos,
is loaded
Costa
for
Rica.
Campos Murillo, Costa Rica. Johansson, Shevchenko to get ready.
So we're staying at 305.
I think surely if you're writing a song about powerlifting, it should be heavy metal, right? I'll just leave that there. Okay, so here is Carlos Campos, Costa Rica, 305 kilos on the bar for him.
No, he's just not got the right position on the lift out.
No, he's got 20 seconds left.
That's better. He just needs to communicate with the guys a bit better. Oh, he's all out of sorts there, isn't he?
Yeah, struggling to get the touch, but he's got it.
I don't think he was able to lock that out, though.
No,
I'm
that
sure.
right elbow looked tough.
No And he's got yellow cards as well. I'm just having a look here. I think his head is off the bench.
Difficult to see, isn't it? I mean, of course, we have that many spotters around the platform to keep these guys safe that sometimes we won't be able to see from our camera angles, but we have the best referees in the business. They are making sure that they can see what they need to see. So this is Julian Johansson of Iceland, 312.5 kilos. I think Campos should be safe with that for his second. I certainly hope so.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Well, he's struggling to get to the top as well.
No, I don't think that is going to be a good lift. No.
Certainly isn't.
Not.
No, he hasn't really been able to complete that. He hasn't been able to lock it out.
Andrei Shevchenko. And the bar is loaded. Capellino, Konovalov, Bowering.
So this is Andrei Shevchenko, Ukraine, 320 kilos on the bar for him for his opening squat. Bench even.
I didn't even realise you'd said that. I think I've done it several times myself this week.
It's been a long week. It's been a great week of powerlifting.
Look at that.
And speaking of great, that was a great bench press.
That
Look at
was
that.
a rocket. Let's have a look at the replay on that. You'll see he drives with his legs. You'll see the body shift back with the legs there.
So here's Joseph Capellino, 335 kilos on the bar for him, the man from the US Virgin Islands. Once again, you'll see the guys with the longer hair, make sure that the hair's out of the way. He doesn't look like a hipster to me. I can't really see him on a single speed bicycle. He's just getting the hair out of the way so that the referees can see beyond a shadow of a doubt that the head remains on the bench. Struggling to get it down, isn't
he's
he?
finding it really hard to get that touch.
Now, you won't get the press command until the bar is motionless on the
I don't
chest.
think he's going to get it either.
No. So that is probably going to be a red card, which we really rarely see on bench. Came in as yellows, but I would say that's a red, because the red is a failure.
Yeah, it should be a red.
Yeah, we had this yesterday, didn't we? And we asked a number of very seasoned referees, and we came to the conclusion that that's why you would get a red card. Anyway, Andrei Konovalov, Russian Olympic Committee.
Well, I mean, in the position that Capolino is in now, I mean, I think his only real option is to add,
Put more weight on,
another 5
get
kilos
it down to
maybe.
the chest, and hope that it will come back up.
Yeah, I think releasing the shirt might be a bit of a risk.
It's always very dangerous, that, because then it'll just come down but not go back up.
Yeah, and it's also, you know, I mean, we don't know. I mean, maybe there is no release left in the shirt.
Well, he's in good hands backstage. See what his next attempt is in a minute, but for the moment, this is 350 on the bar for Andrei Konovalov, Russian Olympic Committee.
Oh, that bar just took the better of him. Great work from the spotting crew there.
Touchdown too low, and that is no lift.
Yeah, it just got away from it. It starts to shift laterally there.
Okay, Ray Bowring, Great Britain, 257.5 kilos. Is he the youngest man here? He is.
At
by
19, he is.
quite some considerable distance. Born in 2002.
Ray Bowring, Great Britain.
I think that was the year I got married.
7.5 kilos.
This young man is the same age as my very happy marriage.
The 257 and a half.
Well, he got his opener. This is all about building that total now. He's struggling for
I don't think that
lockout.
one's going.
Again,
Not quite.
no, work to do with the shirt there, I think, but that's no lift for Ray on his second. So, Tobias Zintzelling of Germany coming out for 260 kilos.
Well, he got his opener on the board pretty well.
What have you got, Herr
And he's
Zintzelling?
given himself a bit more time this time as well.
Not that he particularly struggled, but as you say, if something goes wrong, if there's an issue, you want to make sure you've got a bit of wiggle room.
No, unfortunately, he got good speed off the chest there,
That's a no lift for Zintzelling.
but just couldn't follow it through.
I mean, it's not necessarily a problem for him. He has got one in. Obviously,
He's
that's
got one on the board already.
it's going to hurt the total that he's looking to build towards. But Carlos Campos, Costa Rica, 305 kilos on the bar for him.
And the bar is loaded. Carlos Manuel Campos Murillo, Costa Rica.
Now, he just failed to lock it out last time. It was very, very close, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I think they just probably need a little bit more speed off the chest. Oh, that shirt, they've probably tightened a bit too much there, but I think it might have worked for them. Oh,
So, is he going to get blues for that dip at the top?
I don't know, he is.
Yeah.
That is no lift again. He's in a bit of trouble now.
To 312.
He is. So, Julian Johansson
Julian Johansson.
He's not having a great day.
is in the same situation as Campos. He needs this second one in order to get him on his way to a total.
Well, no, he's missed all his squats, so he can't total.
Oh, you're correct, actually.
He is having
yeah.
a really bad day.
Yeah, he would just like to get this one in and to restore some faith in himself, I think. It's tough. to touch, but he makes it. No, it's the lockout on the left side
Yeah,
again.
look, he's just letting those wrists curl back
That's a no lift, I'm afraid.
and
Load the bar to 350
letting the bar get away from you. You can see,
for Ahmed
you might catch it on the left arm as he gets about halfway up.
to get
His
ready.
wrists start to turn
Bar
right
Yeah.
back there.
Yeah, you're right. That's
Egypt.
no coming back from there. So Ahmed Hassanin of Egypt for 315 now. Didn't have too much trouble with 305 for his opener.
Yeah, he needs to be really smart through this session here. He's added 10 kilos. I think that's really wise. I wouldn't be adding a whole lot more for the third either. He just really needs to keep in touch with the others, so then he can put on the deadlift.
And we talk about people being coached by legends. That was Anna Rosa Castellane sending him out to the platform.
I saw that, yeah. Won the World Championship here this week.
I think that was her 7th, I believe. Oh, that's close.
No, just
But
can't get the
no
lock.
cigar. Nope.
No lift for Ahmed, unfortunately. Load the bar to 335 kilos, please.
Just
For
struggled
Andrei
to complete the
Shevchenko,
lift, I think.
Ukraine. And the bar is loaded. Capolino, Konovalov to get ready.
Okay, so this is Andrei Shevchenko, Ukraine for 335.
You look, and he's in the same situation. He just needs to make smart decisions. I mean, Hassanin has just missed a lift. If he misses this lift, he doesn't make any ground. He doesn't break away at all.
Yep.
He needs to be smart here.
Oh. I mean, it moved quickly, but left something to be desired at
Yeah,
the
he's
top.
struggling
Downward
with it.
movement.
Load the bar to 342.5 kilos, please. For Joseph Capolino. And the bar
Well,
is
needs to get
loaded.
this on the board to take the pressure off a little bit. Otherwise, he's going to be under a lot of pressure for that third one.
That's true. He's gone up
Sorry, can we reset the clock,
342.5.
please, Sasha?
Yeah, look, he couldn't get the touch.
Yeah.
He couldn't get it down.
So we said he was going to put some more weight on, didn't we? And he has done
Yeah, they've
exactly
gone
that.
7.5 kilos.
Ireland.
I would have been tossing up between 5 and 7.5. So let's see if that's enough to do the job.
Yeah, we'll find out.
I mean, he managed the shirt really well. He managed the weight really well. He never let the shirt push him laterally or shift him around. He
Nope.
just couldn't get it to his
Just
chest.
wouldn't quite go. So hopefully that extra weight will do the trick for him. Here it comes now. Still struggling.
Just not getting it there. He's
He is,
almost there. He's almost there.
Oh, there's millimetres in that, but
Oh, he still can't touch. He cannot
took
touch.
another 5 on there, I think.
Yeah, it's a really tough call now. I mean, how much more do you go? I mean, you're getting into a territory now that's really untested.
Yeah.
I mean, another
So-
2.5, 5 kilos.
Konovalov, 355 kilos on the bar for him, the man from the Russian Olympic Committee. Nobody has got a second bench in this round. Nobody. For various reasons.
Well,
Can Konovalov succeed where everyone else has failed?
he's going to have to.
I'm sure he knows that. I mean, what happens if everyone bombs on bench? Do you just end up having individual medal ceremonies? I don't think I've ever seen that happen. He's got the touch. I think
I think he's
he's
got it
pressed it. I
there.
think he has.
He has.
Yes, 2
It's
to
on the
1.
board.
For Andrei, 2-1.
So we move into the third round now.
We do, with only one man having made
Third round.
a lift in the second round. We've only got 5 lifters out of
And the bar
8,
is loaded.
9. 5 out of 9 have actually made a bench. So there is 5 out of 8. I'm
5 out
sorry.
of 8. It's interesting. I mean, Johansson can't total.
Yeah,
but he wants to get a bench on. I mean,
he does.
He wants to at least come out for the deadlifts with something on the board. And we've got Capolino and Campos Murillo in the same position.
Yeah.
Who might end up not being able to total either.
Yeah, Ray is in a good place here because he has got at least one.
Yeah, that's not going to go any further.
Not today.
So you have to settle for 245.
So Tobias Zinseling, 260 kilos. Another man who has got his opener. But if he gets this, he's going to get another valuable 10 kilos. As we've said before, bearing in mind these guys are not deadlift specialists. Their biggest lift to the squats by a long way, which is what you tend to find as the body weight goes up. The deadlift goes down, the squat goes up.
So it doesn't look like Tobias is coming out for this lift. We've got 30 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, he's satisfied, I think, with 250. He's saving himself for the deadlift.
Well, look, I mean, this is the thing he's done. He got a squat on the board, missed his second, held on to some energy, got a bench on the board, missed his second, hold on to some energy. It's a long day of lifting. These are big guys. It's fast turnaround. They're moving maximal weight. It takes its toll. And it's not just maximal weight. It's an enormous amount of weight.
That's true.
And it really takes its toll on the body. So
and
sometimes,
the nervous system too.
Yeah, look, and he's looking at the totals. He's looking at the long games. He's, you know what? I'm probably not in it, you know, at the top there.
He's one of the stronger deadlifters as well.
I need to hang on to some energy.
So, Carlos Campos, to give him his full name, Carlos Manuel Campos Murillo. I know some of those are the paternal and some of those are the maternal names. I'm not entirely sure which, so mia apologia, Costa Rica.
Well, he needs this.
Yeah, the main thing is that he needs 305 kilos. Otherwise, a total is not possible. Now it's been...
Oh, I think he's put it in the rack.
Yellows.
No lift.
No. Another man who cannot total, I'm afraid.
Yeah, his coach is going to the table.
Well, why wouldn't you? But I'm not sure.
Have a look at the replay.
I'm not sure if he's going to get anything there. At best, he might get a re-lift at the end of the round, but I don't think much is going to come of that.
Well, we've got another man right now.
This is Julian Johansson of Iceland, unable to total because he did not get a squat in, but I'm sure he's going to be hoping to save himself a little bit with at least one bench.
Sorry, it looks like
well, it looks like he's not coming out. I hope he hasn't injured himself in any way.
Well, he might be thinking, look, if I'm only going to try and get one lift in, I think I might scratch bench and just save myself a deadlift and see what I can do.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing. He can't put a total on anyway, so...
You can still take an individual lift medal, though. And on his declared attempts, he is one of the stronger deadlifters. So maybe he's just thinking about getting a deadlift.
Well, yeah, look, you've got to salvage something out of your day.
So, Ahmed Hassanin of Egypt, 315 on the bar for him. Didn't get this last time.
Yeah,
just failed to lock it out.
He's been looking strong.
He's been looking very strong. He was challenging for that squat world record and very, very nearly got it.
Well, what concerns me here is he's still putting his wrist wraps on, and we're already 15 seconds in.
Doesn't look like a man that wants to be rushed.
You tell him to hurry up.
I absolutely won't. I told him where to get some food earlier on in the week. I think that's probably a good thing to tell a super heavyweight lifter. Not like they have to worry about weighing in. Weighed in at 186.8, so he is a big lad. What's he got? He's got a touch.
That looks better.
That looks good. That looks good.
That looks better. He
Yes,
is.
three white lights.
He gets it on the board. He keeps himself in the competition.
He does. So that's a valuable 10 kilos he's added on the bench press there. Andrei Shevchenko now, 335 kilos for the Ukrainian lifter. Again, already has a 320, but a valuable 15 kilos will go on his total should he pull this.
Yeah, it could be very, very useful.
I say pull, but he's also got to push it.
That looks more like it.
And I think he pushed it good. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that's what his second one should have looked like.
350 kilos, please. Joseph Capolino. And the bar is loaded.
Okay, Capolino. He's put another 7.5 on. It's all about finding out what that shirt will do. I mean, he was so close. I don't think you could have got a couple of sheets of paper in between his chest and the
big
bar
call.
there.
An extra 7.5. Is it too much?
It's such a fine balance, isn't it?
And when we're moving into personal best territory here.
What a time to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. This is so technical. It's rare that we see someone unable to get the bar to their chest, and I hope that we don't see it now. Come on, Joe. Come on.
Should get a touch here.
Well, he was giving it. Did he press it?
Let's see.
That last little bit of lockout. He
Yes,
did.
He gets it on the board. And he stays in the game. That came down to the wire.
It really did. I mean, the touch was so marginal as well. But there you go. Andrei Konovalov, Russian Olympic Committee, 362.5. The last bench press of the day, the last bench press of the competition. This is for Konovalov. He already has bench press gold, but this will give him a valuable 7.5 kilos added to his total.
Well, he might need that. Everyone's trying to chase him down.
You're certainly not going to chuck it away, are you? Would you like another 7.5 kilos? I think I would, thank you. Or in Russian, da.
I don't think he was able to lock out that left. It's hard to tell in the shirt.
Oh, he's got it. Look at that.
He gets it on the board.
3 white lights for Andrei Konovalov.
Well, that gives him the gold, Capolino the silver, and Shevchenko the bronze. We will be right back here to finish this day off with the deadlifts.
minute.
Welcome back to Stavanger, Norway for the final session for the 2021 World Open Equipped Powerlifting Championships, and we are just about to get into the deadlift for the 84 plus women and the 120 plus men. I am Gary Williams. I'm joined by Joe Whiteley, and it is going to be a deadlift party on here. This is going to be like every other session where it's come down to the last lift. When we look at the 84 pluses, there is nothing separating Evan Seaver and Hugdal.
Yeah, 5 kilos, which the body weights and the weights these ladies are moving is absolutely nothing in it. And you can see that Hugdal knows about that because she's put in 195 for an opener. Evan Seaver is opening at 190.
Yeah, it is anybody's game right now. You've got to get this open on the board. You've got to solidify your total, and then you've got to look at what you need to do. And I'll tell you, it's going to be a battle for the silver and the bronze as well.
It really is. There's absolutely nothing guaranteed here, apart from that we are going to have an awesome deadlift competition.
Well, let's get the party started.
190 on the bar for Soli Jonsdottir of Iceland.
190 kilos for Soli.
This is nowhere near a PB. We've seen some very, very mature attempts from this young lady, considering she's a mere 20 years old.
Yeah, she's going to have a huge career ahead of her. I mean, you're competing here in the Opens at the age of 20. You're competing competitively at the Opens at the age of 20.
Yep.
She's going to have an amazing career ahead of her.
I think so. She's not the youngest lifter we've seen. I think that goes to the young South African lady, a member of the DeVet family. I think she's 15 years old, and there she was in the Open. But 20 years old, it's nothing, is it? Much like the way that weight moved, 190 kilos.
Yeah, like nothing.
Yeah. Just waiting for the lights, but yeah, that's a good lift.
Like a hot knife through butter.
Like a pig through hot strawberries.
Bar is loaded for Daria.
190 remains on the bar for Evan Seaver of Russian Olympic Committee.
Yeah, look, this is a really important lift for her as well for a number of reasons. One, she needs to put on the board, solidify a total, make sure world records stand. And two, she needs these numbers to keep chasing down Hugdal, make sure she can keep in touch. Don't give her a chance to get away.
The other thing is that there was more at stake there for Evan Seaver because that cements her record.
It does. Her world record stands now.
So Hugdal has got to be looking at her and going,
look, I mean, Evan Seaver needs to keep Hugdal at bay. You give Hugdal a sniff of the gold medal, she's going to take it.
She will utterly destroy you, that's right. So 192.5 on the bar for Amelie Nielsen of Denmark. And these deadlifts are moving thick and fast. We've got a very, very experienced platform crew. They started the week pretty good and they have honed their technique. So we are seeing them load the bar almost before it's hit the floor. You really haven't got any time to recover. This is pretty much a sprint. That's a good lift for Nielsen.
195 kilos for Valentina.
So Valentina Zahoryko of Ukraine, 195 kilos on the bar for her.
Valentina Zahoryko, Ukraine.
I know we really have got a star-studded coaching crew here, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean, it's quite amazing when you watch. I mean, you watch the athletes come out and you look in the background and see who's coaching them and handling the athletes at the time, and it is just world champion after world champion after world champion.
Good lift for Valentina.
And some of those world champions have just competed here on the same day or the day before.
Yep. Well, I think it's safe to say that Hildeborg Hugdal is about to take the stage. Coming out for 195.
This is a very, very important lift here. Needs to solidify that total.
She's really under threat from Evan Seaver, isn't she?
It is going to come down to the wire. She needs to put this one on and then look at the numbers and see what she has to do. Well,
that was no trouble for her at all, though, was it?
Nice opening lift.
Yeah, in the game with 195. Ilya Strick now, Netherlands, 200 kilos for Ilya. Looks like she means business.
Yeah, she's a very good deadlifter. She's also quite good at managing her energy levels throughout the day as well.
Is there anything she can't do?
There's not much.
Because she's a good squatter and a good bencher as well. This will be why, when she's knocking on the door of Masters 2, she's still competing in the Open. Look at the smile on her face.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, as you said, she's knocking on the door of Masters 2. She's not just competing in the Opens.
No.
She's winning a number of Open competitions as well.
Yeah, never rule out Ilya Strik. However, 202.5 kilos. I hear the trademark roar of Amelie Larsen of Denmark. 202.5 for her. Just to open her account. And I'd say that's opened successfully.
Yeah, that looked very good.
It's a good lift for Amelie.
Very nice.
215 kilos for Anna Kukareva.
For Larsen.
Then we start second round with Nielsen and
So,
Hogdal.
last deadlift in the first round is 215 kilos for Anna Kukhareva, Russian Olympic Committee.
Bar is loaded for Anna Kukareva, Russian Olympic Committee. Let's go. Давай.
Again, that is how your opener should look. No dramas, no problem.
It's a
Oh.
good lift.
Yeah, she gets one red card there. Just having a look.
202.5
Yeah, it could have been a bit of a soft knee,
Is that a
perhaps.
soft knee? It's a lockout issue
Hard to
usually,
say.
isn't it? But, you know, that's not an issue. She only got one of them. She's got a good lift. Everyone has a deadlift in.
All right, so everyone's on the board. Everyone has solidified a total. Now we can let the games begin.
Yeah, this is where it begins now.
Who will be crowned the world champion?
I have to say, my money is on Effintseva. It's
Yeah,
not going to be a
it's-
popular opinion here
it's
in Norway, but
Pretty close up there.
I don't think they can hear me, so I might get out of here alive.
But if Hugdal sees an opening, she will pull for it.
She will. Amelie Nielsen, 202.5 on the bar for her second attempt. Yeah, fortunately, our commentary booth is soundproof, or at least it's not going to get out to the crowd. If it does, I'm definitely behind Hogdal. Good lift for Amelie. Again, a red card. Do you think that's for soft knees or for lockout?
Let's have a look.
Yeah,
I
that
think it's for
right knee was just a little soft.
Now, here comes Hugdal for her second.
202.5 on the bar for her. She's got ground to make up.
She just needs to be consistent.
She does. I mean, she can't worry about chasing Effintseva, really.
Yeah, all she can do is put the numbers on. Wait
Good
till the
lift for
end.
Hogdal.
She's doing the smart thing. She's keeping in touch.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, not going rushing ahead, not pushing
She's
too far.
just keeping close enough that if the opportunity's there, she can take it.
Valentina Zahoruiko of Ukraine, 205 kilos on the bar for her. Stated PB is 207.5, so this should be okay. It's only a 10-kilo jump.
Давай. 205 kilos.
And that should be a good lift, I think.
Think so,
that
yeah.
was that
Yeah.
was
Three
a
white
very
lights.
good, convincing lift at the top there. You can see how she stands up, she locks in the knees, she puts the hips forward.
No drama. Okay, so Daria Effintseva, she's coming out for 205.
This will be a world total junior record, will it?
It will. It will. The record currently stands
As a standard at 690.
So she could just do 690, but that is not going to get her where she wants to go. And you're right about Hugdall. If you look, she's put 215 on.
Yeah, it's going to be really close.
It's a
Good lift, world junior total record to add to her previously taken bench record.
207.5 kilos for Ilya Strick.
Game is on.
Power slowly for
There's
Ilya
nothing
Strick.
between these two ladies.
Offensiva is looking really strong today.
Ilya Strick now 207.5 kilos for her second deadlift. First one looked easy. Big smile at the top of it. Let's hope we see another one. Oh no.
Oh, it's getting a bit tough at the end of the day here.
Yeah.
The no lift.
There's one more lift to go.
I don't think that was just too heavy, do you think? I mean,
Yeah, look, it just
tighten up the straps on the suit maybe.
there's probably not a whole lot you can do. It didn't look like, you know, she didn't seem overly happy. She looked like she didn't expect it to feel like that.
Yeah, well, these things can sneak
I mean,
up on you.
It could well have been just a little bit out of position as well. Deadlift is really fragile. If you're a little bit out of position, you're pulling in the wrong direction.
Yeah, and she's not lifting sumo either, is she? So not getting the most out of the suit. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily recommend a switch to sumo for the last one. Speaking of sumo, here's Sully Jonsdottir with 210 kilos.
Yeah, I have coached a few guys in the past where we've coached and trained both sumo and conventional, and I have changed them for their third lift. Oh, that's tough.
That is no. All kinds of wrong, I'm afraid, for
Yeah.
Sully.
217.5 kilos for Amalie Larsson.
This is where the wheels start to fall off.
Yeah,
isn't it?
look, you've been squatting, you've been benching, you're starting to run down, you're running out of steam. These are massive weights these women are using.
217.5 on the bar for Amalie Larsson of Denmark. This will put her provisionally in the lead in the deadlift, but she has Kukareva following her.
Right.
We're only in the second round. You really can't call this at this point.
It's not bad to be able to get up there early.
It's not. One of the lighter lifters in class as well, so she's given a good account of herself. And continues to do so. That was very nice.
And she gets that on the board as well.
Yeah. We have to give her the award for the most emotive lifter of this super heavyweight class. Okay, Anna Kukareva, Russian Olympic Committee, 222.5 kilos on the bar for her. Provisional deadlift gold in the second round, but really you can't call this, can you? Because there are going to be, I think people are going to use up all the attempt changes in the third round. Russian Olympic Committee and Norway, I am looking at you.
So at the end, last round of deadlifts, you do have the opportunity to change your attempt.
Twice?
Twice you can change it.
You can't go down and you can't alter the order of lifting, but apart from that, you can do what you like. That is a good lift.
So we come around to the third round, 202.5 on the bar.
Yeah, this is Amalie Nielsen of Denmark. Didn't get this last time.
Sophie Nielsen, Denmark.
We're going to clean the bar.
As we do in between each lift in the third round, you can request, you can say to the centre referee, can I have the bar clean please, and they will request that the platform crew do it, but it is done automatically in the third round. And it's cleaned and it's loaded for Amalie Nielsen of Denmark at 202.5.
Well, she is going to have to leave everything on the platform for this one.
She is. Oh, that looks tough, but I think she's going to finish it.
She's done it. I think she has. Let's wait and see. She does.
2-1,
she gets it on the board.
Fantastic. She's going to be pleased with that. No, she's not, because she's a powerlifter. She's not going to be pleased with that. I never saw a powerlifter that didn't walk away from a competition with all the prizes going, yeah, but I could have done better. Nonetheless, Ilya Strick, 207.5 kilos on the bar for her.
Yeah, look, this is tough. It just didn't look right.
No, she knows she's up against it. The smiles have gone, haven't they? She's asking for some support from the crowd.
Yeah, she's getting fired up
and she's
now.
getting it.
She's bringing the fire.
Come on, Ilya. You know you can do this. You've done 212.5 in the past at a lighter body weight.
Oh, she's still squeezing.
See, now some people would have given up at that point, but not Ilya.
I think she's got it there.
Yes.
Let's wait and see.
2-1.
Good job, Ilya.
Now, I think the difference there was she came out with knee sleeves on. Do you think that's made?
No, she had knee sleeves on.
Did she have
earlier
knee
as
sleeves
well.
on last time? Okay.
Yeah, look, I think she got a bit out of position on the last
Some
one.
people would have given up there, but the experience of Ilya Strick shines through. Okay, so Solly Jonsdit here, 210 kilos. She didn't get this last time. It looked a bit difficult. I think a little bit more speed off the floor, maybe.
Yeah, look, when you start running out of steam, I mean, there's not a whole lot left you can do.
I mean, there's a reasonable amount at stake here too. This is provisional bronze, assuming that no one else gets a deadlift.
What you've got left in your tank here is, your determination, your fire, your intensity you bring. This last deadlift, you should be bringing all that intensity. If you're wandering out very calm, you're not going to get the energy there. She gets it there.
She's
I don't know if she
struggled
locked
with
it out though.
What about the knees? Yes, 2-1.
She gets it on the board. Good on her.
2-1 for Solly Jonsdottir of Iceland.
That's fantastic. And then you can see the difference in intensity on a third lift there. That was a very different lift than the second lift.
And you could see the relief on her face as she left the platform there. And Valentina Zahoruiko, Ukraine, 212.5. This will take the bronze provisionally if she gets it. Not going to change her total placing. It's a struggle. I think she can finish it. Knees look locked. Yep, good lift.
And she gets it on the board.
Good lift for Zahoruiko.
Well, this is a super important lift now.
It is. Now, Daria Efintseva, 212.5. This will put her in the lead with a 707.5 total. But Hugdal will follow her. And she will, as you've said, she will put on whatever she needs to win the world title.
If Efintseva misses this lift,
she's got nowhere to go.
I mean, Hugdal is right there. Hugdal is lighter in body weight as well, by a lot.
World Junior total record will be extended as well by Daria if she gets this. It's her record already. But, if you've taken the record once, why would you not try and extend it? And,
well, I'm going to have to wait for the referees on this one.
That's good. That's good.
Board. So does Hugdal change hers now?
Yes, she does.
Change going in.
200, there is a change.
She will have to pull 222.5.
And that is exactly what she's put on. 222.5 on the bar for Hilda Hugdal.
It is a big, big lift. It's a personal best. Mind you, it's only a personal best by 4 kilos. So we're not talking an enormous amount above
4 kilos,
what she's done.
but that's 4 kilos on top of 200 and odd.
But we're not talking about adding 20 kilos above what she's done before.
We're not. This should be within reach.
It's doable. It is going to take everything she's got right now. Efintseva is in the gold medal position.
Well, it's hers to lose. This will get a deadlift silver and the world title, should she pull it.
Not quite there.
My goodness.
She will have to settle for the silver medal today. And Efensiva will take the World Championship as a junior in the Opens.
Daria, the giant killer, Efensiva.
All right, now though, we go to 225 on the bar. This is for the deadlift gold medal.
This is Amelie Larson. I would like to hear that shriek of victory again. I'm sure she would like to make one too.
It is going to take a lot, 225.
And she's got Kukureva to follow her as well. But this is about deadlift gold now. Kukureva already has the bronze medal overall cemented. So this is just for the deadlift, the single lift medal.
So Larson has the silver medal in the deadlift. This will put her in the gold.
And I think it's safe to say it does so.
Looks like a good lift. It is. It's a good lift. But she is going to have a very patient wait now. We're going to temp change going in.
Yeah, of course we have. You are only going to try and do what you need to do in order to take the medal, presumably. Yep, down she goes to 227.5. This is Anna Kukureva, Russian Olympic Committee, for deadlift gold, right here, Super Saturday, Stavanger, Norway. The World Open Equipped Powerlifting Championships. The last lift from the ladies, we will go to the super heavyweight men after this one, but the last deadlift is about the gold medal.
So Efensiva, the world champion, with a total of 707.5. Bergdahl with a total of 687.5 in the silver medal. And this young lady,
Kukureva,
in the bronze medal position and looking for a gold medal in the deadlift.
I believe gold is a lot shinier than bronze, am I right?
I've had it on good advice.
What's she got? I mean, they've looked easy so far. I hope that trend continues. Yeah.
Oh, just couldn't get to the top. She gave it everything she had. She'll have to settle for the bronze.
Just overbalanced.
She'll settle for the silver in the deadlift, but she gets the bronze overall.
Not a bad haul, considering.
What a way to finish, but we will move straight into the 120 pluses now, and there you can see the scoreboard on your screen there with the total 707.5, 687.5 and 650. Ilya Strick getting in there in fourth with 630, and just gets there in fourth on body weight over Joinstotter with 630 as well. What a competition that was.
Now, this has been a battle of attrition, hasn't it? We lost a lifter in the squats. We lost another lifter in the bench press.
And let's hope we don't lose any lifters in the deadlift. Right now, though,
only 6 of them can make a total. But you have to get at least one deadlift in order to do so. So, first man out is Ahmed Hassanin from Egypt, with 300 kilos on the bar. A giant of a man.
Yeah, weighs in at a massive 186.
0.8, don't shortchange him.
Oh, he just couldn't hold it there.
No, we're going to see blues, I think.
That will be some blues. Now, what's interesting there is, I'll look at the replay. Did he start to lose his grip, or not entirely sure whether he started to lose his grip or he just shifted?
Tough one, that. Ray Bowring, 305 kilos on the bar for him.
Yeah, did not have a great start to the day.
He didn't, but he
turned it around.
He did, pulled it out. He's got a great future ahead of him, this young man.
Yeah, consider this guy is 19 years of age, and here he is mixing it with the big guys.
I think that looked convincing. 2 to 1.
2 to 1.
Let's just see. I think we're going to see the left knee maybe a little soft.
It's very hard to tell. And
I couldn't see it, but
when you get to these heavyweight guys, it can be quite hard to tell sometimes if they're locked out or not.
Okay, here's Capolino. 325 on the bar for him. He gave us all a heart attack in the bench press. He finally got that
in
last
there
one.
by the skin of his teeth.
Real struggle touching, but not so much of a problem with the deadlift. Yes.
Well, that certainly wasn't an issue whatsoever.
That's got to be a load off his mind.
3 wide lights.
A load of 325 kilos to be precise.
332.5
Good lift for him. Andrei Shevchenko, 332.5 kilos.
And the
For the
bar
man
is
from
loaded,
Ukraine.
and he will be followed by Campos Murillo, Sinzerling to get ready after that.
So 332.5.
Not a massive weight for these guys.
This is all about putting an opener on the board,
Good lift.
getting that total registered.
The bar remains at 332.5
And that is exactly what he's done.
for Campos Murillo.
So,
Sinzerling Cannavale to
Carlos
get ready,
Manuel
and the
Campos
bar is
Murillo.
loaded.
Costa Rica.
Yeah, unfortunately, he cannot register a total.
He can't, but he's going to want to.
Well, he can still go for the individual medals.
You can.
So your day is not over. As much as it feels like that when you bomb out, you've just got to pick yourself up, brush yourself off.
We do say
back out
that
there.
you need to make sure that you get that experience on the platform, but at 42 years old and 13 years competing, I think he has all of that. Little look on his face there. Was that okay?
lift.
I think it was, yeah. Good lift for Campos.
335 kilos, please. For
Tobias Sinzerling now coming out for 335.
Yeah, now he's been quite interesting because he
To get ready.
didn't come out for his third squat, he didn't come out for his third bench.
Yep, so he's
He's
clearly been
saving a
saving
bit of
himself.
energy.
And again, there's really not a lot at the top end to call. Both of the top guys in class, Shevchenko and Capellina, are on 1,112.5.
Yeah, their subtotals are the same.
Yeah. And their next attempts are the same as well. I think we're going to get another deadlift battle for the world title. I wouldn't have it any other way, would you?
That's the only way to finish.
I wasn't
that
sure about his
looked
grip
like a
there, but I think
tough
he
opener.
is.
And he smiles.
That
It's a
looked
good
like a
lift.
very
Good
hard
lift
opening
for
lift, but he gets it on the
Sinzerling.
board.
Load the bar to 335
So Andrei Konovalov of
for Andrei
Russian Olympic
Konovalov.
Committee coming out for 335 as
And the
well.
bar is loaded. Johansson to follow.
Oh, 335, well within reach.
Yeah. Should be just a walk in the park for this man. Just get one in and then see where you can go. Very nice.
And gets that
Good
one on the
lift.
board.
3 wide lights. Load the bar
Gives
to
the weights a pat.
355 kilos, please.
Shades of
For
Fedosienko
Julian
there.
Johansson.
Thank you,
Iceland.
gentlemen. I'll see you again in a few
Grass
minutes.
Out in the first round. Hassanen and
Well,
Bowring to get
So
ready.
Julian
This is
Johansson.
huge, 355.
Come on, Julian. You need to recover something from what has not been the best day for the man from Iceland. I think that's okay.
Yes, he
Yes,
gets
it
it on
is.
the board.
3 wide lights.
He is in the running for a deadlift medal now.
300 kilos, please. For
1 for 9 so
Ahmed
far with
Hassanin,
2 lifts to go.
Bowring and Shevchenko to follow.
So Ahmed Hassanin didn't get his 300 last time. Just a little tiny dip at the top. Clearly strong enough.
And the bar is loaded.
Yeah, and let's put Cannavalos total
Egypt.
to
300.
1150 at the moment. So he is sneaking out in front there.
He is. Yeah, that 1,112.5 is now looking like contention for the silver medal overall.
You know, it was quite interesting before that deadlift,
He was nowhere, was he?
and now all of a sudden, it's all about playing on your strengths. But this man needs a lift on the board. Oh, it was grip, I thought, on his first lick.
Yeah.
He looked like he adjusted for grip.
Load the bar to 315 kilos.
That is a shame.
For Ray Bowring.
One
So he
more
now
chance.
has no lift on the board.
So here's Ray Bowring for 315. Just a 10-kilo
And the
jump.
bar is loaded. Ray Bowring, Great Britain, 315 kilos.
Yeah, I think that's a really smart move. I mean, he's not playing for any medals at the moment.
No.
He really wants to get some numbers on the board.
This is just about experience in the Open for Ray, isn't it?
He's 19 years of age. He's right up there with him, absolutely. But he's looking at the long game now. He's saying, okay, I'm not going to do anything crazy. I just want to get some numbers on the board, build a solid total.
Oh, it's looking tough. Has he locked that out?
Yeah, I think he
I think
has.
so.
I mean, that was a well-chosen number from him in the coaching team there.
It was. Coaching team consisted of his dad.
And I would imagine his dad would know him very well.
Imagine the stress, though. Imagine the stress of coaching your own son coming out of the World Open.
Stressful enough coaching, let alone coaching your own son. I coached my own son at a national championship years ago in Australia, and that was very stressful.
Andrei Shevchenko now for 345.
It was probably more stressful for him.
We'll ask him and see what he says. 345 for Shevchenko. That looked to move okay. Yeah.
Good lift. Same weight in the bar for Joseph Capolino, US Virgin Islands.
So Shevchenko and Capolino are
And the bar
battling it
is
out
loaded.
for the silver medal position, it looks like to me, overall.
Yeah, I mean, look, it all depends on, you know, if Konovalov does anything wrong, makes a mistake, it might open the door, but right at the moment, he's looking very good.
As is Capolino.
Yes,
That looks
moving
absolutely
well.
fine to me. Yep,
Good lift for Joe.
game on.
On the bar to
So Tobias Zinseling now, 347.5 kilos. By the way, Johansson, if you look at what he's put on, 380 for his second, he's clearly decided, you know what, I'm going to take deadlift gold home as a
It's
consolation
all or
prize.
nothing.
Yeah. Tobias Zinseling, 347.5 kilos for the German. Got odd shoes on. I wonder if that's a thing for luck. Maybe I'll ask him later.
Just make sure you ask him politely.
I'm always very, very polite to a man who weighs 148.5 kilos, trust me.
And
That is no lift for him.
it just didn't look like he got into the right position. Just looks too heavy.
Yeah. So that remains on the bar for Campos. 347.5, the man from Costa Rica.
It is really tough at the end of the day here. I mean, you think about the amount of weight these guys have been shifting around.
I'd rather not think about it. It's just
really
immense.
tough.
I mean, you bear in mind that they're mostly going to be totaling over 1,000, and they're going to have lifted similar weights to that 3 times. So the real amount is probably closer to 2,500 kilos.
Well, got away from him at the start there,
Massive.
but he managed to correct.
Now, that left knee didn't look necessarily locked to me,
Good lift.
but what do I know? Because that's 3 white lights and a good lift for Campos.
350.
So
350 kilos, please.
350 is the next weight on the bar. This is for
For
Andrei
Andrei
Konovalov.
And the bar is loaded.
So
Looking to put another 15 kilos on the lead that is currently,
Well,
yeah,
this one's a really
27 and a
important
half
one
away.
because without this one, the door is still open. This
Yeah.
one doesn't necessarily close the door on everyone else, but it's
no, but
certainly
it slams it a lot more. I'm struggling with your idiom here, but it certainly closes the gap or opens one up. So Konovalov, 350 kilos. Doesn't.
he
no!
just couldn't quite get there to the top. He couldn't lock it out.
So that door's still open,
Well,
isn't it? To continue with your
Really,
analogy.
but it really does now. I mean, Capolino is right there.
Yeah. We're going to have a three-way dance, aren't we?
Ladies, get ready for
I mean, it's still a big job for Kapolina or
It is.
Shevchenko, but
And the bar is loaded.
So, Julian Johansson going
Yeah.
for the consolation prize
he's
of
had
deadlift
a
gold.
tough day, but he wants to end on something solid.
I hope that this works out for him. I really do. I think it has.
Yeah, this guy can deadlift. I think he holds the world record, I think.
Good lift.
Look at that.
3 white lights.
Yes,
And
that
we're
is
into
a
the fourth
great
round.
lift for Johansson.
Ahmed Hassanen, 300 kilos on the bar.
All right,
This is
so
such an important lift, everyone.
we've talked
He
about the
needs us
battle of
to make a
the
total.
attrition.
Let's
I
get
hope that we
behind
don't
him.
lose this man, but if he doesn't get this 300 kilos this time, that is no total for the man from Egypt.
Lift up, please, wait.
And everybody knows
Well,
it. The whole
he
crowd
needs
is
it.
behind him.
And the bar is loaded.
Let's go,
300 kilos. Ahmed Hassanen
What's he got?
for a total.
$300 on the bar. Can
Surely
he
this
finish off
time.
the day?
Yeah, surely.
That
Let's
looks
see those
good.
lights.
It
Yes!
is. He gets it on the board.
It's a good lift for him.
So I'm curious whether Johansson is going to put in a 4:06 and go after his own world record. I'm just watching the board and waiting to see.
Do you know what? Why wouldn't you at this point?
Well,
no
he-
one else is going to
Well, he
attempt
can't,
anywhere
he-
near
he
380.
can't have the world record because he hasn't got a total.
No, but why would you not set it in your own mind? 4:06. You
And he
called that
has.
absolutely right.
And he has.
It's almost like you've played this game before.
And that's, I mean, and for him, that's just a personal thing. He can't take the world record.
Final attempt of the day. He's only 90
That's interesting, though,
years
because he
of
can't take the record, and yet he's
age.
put the
His first
attempt
ever
in.
World Open, and it sure won't be his last.
Yeah,
Let's
I'll
go,
have to actually
Ray.
check on the rules on that one.
320 kilos.
But 320 kilos for Ray Bowring. We've asked our experts. They may get back to us on this, but certainly he's been allowed to put in the attempt, so I am assuming that that is okay. Ray Bowring now, 320 kilos for this young man.
Oh, he squeezed it to the top. Not
I don't
sure
think
if
he's
he's
quite
got it.
got it.
Yeah,
No,
not quite
that's a
there.
shame for Ray.
But what a talent for the future. Load the bar.
He
to
gave it everything he had, though.
347.5
That was so close, though.
For Tobias Zinserling.
I don't think it would have been worth him trying 317.5. That 320 was.
Well, he finished strong. He knew he had nothing to lose.
347.5 kilos.
Tobias Zinserling, Germany.
Johansson has changed his lift. I don't know if he changed. I think it was an automatic change.
Yeah, I think that someone has worked out that because he couldn't attempt the world record, he couldn't chip it. So
And he may not be coming
our
out,
production
so we
elves have
will
not come back to us, but
rock down
we're
the
going to
clock
assume that
so
we
the
were right.
next
So
337.5
kilos for Tobias
remaining
Zinserling
lifters in the
of
And
Germany.
It looks like
For the
he's
second time of
not
asking.
coming out for this one either. He didn't come out for his third squat or his third bench. And it looks like he's not coming out for his third deadlift either.
Perhaps he prefers a 6 lift competition rather than 9.
Two in each
And could
lift.
all the ladies in the 84 plus,
Why not?
please line up.
It's up to him.
backstage,
I'm certainly not
ready
going to
for an
argue with him.
immediate victory
So the
ceremony.
next lifter out then will be Konovalov with 350, having missed that on his second attempt, but really needs it to hold off any pressure from Capolino.
He does, and Capolino is putting on the pressure.
And that is a no lift. Load the bar to 350 kilos, please. This is for Konovalov.
So 350
And the bar is loaded.
for his second attempt at this weight for Konovalov. He
Currently
really,
in the
really
lead
wants to pull
overall.
out that lead
This
a little
will take
more.
him from 6th to silver medal position.
This is
in the
going to
deadlift.
take him from
With lifters to
1,150 to
follow.
1,165, which will make him a lot
Campos
harder to
Murillo
catch.
to get
Yeah, it'll
ready.
just put him just out in front, but that second attempt was tough. It didn't look like it really wanted to go all the way.
The Russian bear needs to hug this one to his chest and keep hold of it. What's he got?
Well,
Never underestimate the Russian
never
Olympic Committee.
underestimate him.
Good lift.
Yes.
He gets that one on the board and goes
Good
out
lift
to
this time.
11.65. He is currently in the gold medal overall position.
I hope that that winner written across his T-shirt is a safe prediction.
It's all about positive thinking, my friend.
I think it is, yeah. 352.5 kilos now for Andrei Shevchenko of Ukraine. This realistically now looks like being the battle for the silver medal between him and Capolino.
Yeah, well, this will put him into the silver medal overall for now, and also into
And on deadlift, yeah.
silver.
I think that's good. It is.
Good lift. 3 wide line.
Very nice for Shevchenko.
Another bar to
Oh, we've had an attempt change.
352.5. Oh, we've had an attempt change.
I expected
This
we
was
would have.
going to be for Campos, but who is this now? Oh, so and Johansson has gone down again. Johansson has gone down to 400.
Yeah,
Capolino's
Johansson
gone
went
to
down
352.5.
a minute or two ago. Capolino's gone down to 352.5 now.
So if he gets this, this will be deadlift bronze, and this will also be overall silver.
Silver medal.
So he is looking at ruining Shevchenko's day.
Yeah, look, although Konovalov is solid. I mean, he's not taking that away from him. He is the world champion. Right now, though, Capolino wants a shot at this silver medal. So Shevchenko is in the silver medal with a 11.32.
Well,
and he is a lot lighter than Capolino, so Capolino has to outlift him. He's gone 3.52. No,
I'm not certain. I'm not certain. I don't.
He tried.
I think we're going to see blues here. Oh, well, I am delighted to be wrong.
He gets that on the board and gets into the silver medal position.
Now, are the Russian coaches going to challenge that?
5 kilos, please.
I don't think they are.
Campos
Well,
Murillo,
Capolino.
Costa Rica. This will put him.
So at the
Good
moment,
work.
Konovalov gold medal,
Deadlift.
Capolino silver medal, Shevchenko
On the
bronze
bar
medal
is
are your
loaded.
overall standings.
Campos
Konovalov
Murillo,
is the world
Costa Rica.
champion.
Yeah.
Lifting.
So if Campos gets this, this will get him deadlift silver.
Trying to find his way up into the medals. I've seen some movement from the jury here.
We'll keep you updated on that, but
I
right
think-
now let's focus on this
I have a
355
feeling-
kilos from Campos of Costa Rica. Oh yeah, Capolino
Capolino's-
overturned.
Oh, I think he's got this there.
I don't know about that left knee, if I'm honest.
And the referee
No.
says
He has.
Campos,
So he gets
I'm
himself
sorry
into
I
the
doubted
medals.
you.
And Capolino's third lift was overturned, so Shevchenko will take the silver overall, and Capolino will take the bronze overall.
The jury has overturned the decision.
So we
It
got
is
one-
all happening here.
It is. One lift
It is
remaining.
a no lift. So sorry.
One lift remains.
then there was
I
one
don't like to
lift
hear those boos from
to
the crowd. I'm
finish
going to go
off
and have a
what
word
was
with each and
fantastic
every
World
one of them
Championships.
individually on their way out after this. I
400
may not
kilos
survive that,
on
but
the bar
that is poor
for
sportsmanship.
Julian
And
Johansson
the
from
final
Iceland.
deadlift of the day
Let's
is a
finish
nice
in
round,
style.
400 kilos.
So this man here is the current world record holder of 405.5 kilograms. He cannot take the world record because he cannot total today, but he can take the gold medal. He has the gold
He
medal. in
already
the
has
deadlift.
it, but why would you not want a nice round 400 kilos?
It's a bit too
Oh,
much
no.
today, though. He came out and gave it everything he had.
Ladies and gentlemen, This has been an awesome competition. We have had a fantastic week here in Norway.
What a way to finish. Carnival after the next world champion. Huge thank you to all the athletes here throughout the competition. Big thank you to IPF, Alico, SBD, giving us the best seat in the house for one of the best competitions of the year. And we hope to see you all at the next one very soon. Don't go away. We'll have the medal ceremony coming up shortly.
Thank you and good night.
The victory ceremony for women plus 84 kilos. First the participation medals with IPF President Gaston Paras and Mr. Farsid Sultani from Iran. First, squat medals. Bronze with the best lift, 262.5 kilograms, goes to Ukraine for Valentina Tsahoruiko. Silver medal with best lift of 265 kilos. Russian Olympic Committee to Anna Kochareva. And the gold medal with best lift of 290 kilos to Russian Olympic Committee lifter Daria Efimtseva. Thank you, ladies. Bench press medals, bronze with 180 kilos. Netherlands lifter Ilya Strik, her personal best. Silver medal with 205 kilos, Russian Olympic Committee, Daria Efimtseva. And the bench press gold medal with the best lift of 227.5 kilos, Norway's lifter Hildeborg Hurta. Thank you, ladies. Deadlift medals. Bronze medal with best lift of 212.5 kilos to Ukrainian lifter Valentina Zaharviko. Silver medal with the best lift of 222.5 kilos, Russian Olympic Committee lifter Anna Kochareva. And the gold medal in deadlift with 225 kilos lift, Danish lifter Amalie Larsson. Woo! Thank you, ladies. In total, third place, bronze medal with total 650 kilos goes to Russian Olympic Committee lifter Anna Kochareva. Silver medal with 687.5 kilos total to Norwegian lifter Hildeborg Hurta. And the gold medal with total 707.5 kilo, the Russian Olympic Committee lifter, world champion today, 2021 in Stavanger, is Daria Efimtseva. Please stand up for National Anthem of Russian Olympic Committee. Congratulations, ladies. Thank you, ladies. Give a round of applause once again for all the lifters. You were so amazing today, each and every one of you. See you next year. Thank you, Stavanger.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a fantastic competition the ladies gave us today, but so did the men, and please welcome them back on stage. Led onto the stage by the technical controller. What a great competition they've given us. And first of all, they will receive participation medals from Gaston Parage, the president of the IPF, and Farshid Soltani, the representative from Iran and Asia. And now we come to the best results for squat. In bronze medal position, with a lift of 445 kilos from Ukraine, Andrei Shevchenko. With a best lift of 452.5 kilos, silver medal goes to Russian Olympic Committee, Andrei Konovalov. And the gold medal with a squat of 470 kilos from Egypt, Ahmed Hassani. Thank you, gentlemen. We move on to the results for bench press. Bronze medal with a best lift of 335 kilos from Ukraine, Andrei Shevchenko. Silver medal. He kept us waiting for it, but with a lift of 350 kilos, Joseph Capolino, U.S. Virgin Islands. And with a best lift of 362.5 kilos, gold medal in bench press goes to Andrei Konovalov, Russian Olympic Committee. Thank you, gentlemen. And we move on to deadlifts. Bronze medal in deadlift with a lift of 352.5 kilos from Ukraine, Andrei Shevchenko. Silver medal in deadlift with a lift of 355 kilos from Costa Rica, Carlos Manuel Campos Morillo. Gold medal in deadlift with a lift of 380 kilos from Iceland, Julian Johansson. Thank you, gentlemen. And now we come on to the total medals. Bronze medal with a total of 1,132.5 kilos from U.S. Virgin Islands, Joseph Capolino.
Waiting a long time for this. Thank you. Thank you so much. I've been waiting for this one. Thank you. Thank you.
Silver medal, also with a total of 1,132.5 kilos, but at a lighter body weight, from Ukraine, Andrei Shevchenko. And with a fantastic total of 1,165 kilos, the gold medalist, world champion 2021 from Russian Olympic Committee, Andrei Konovalov. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the anthem of the Russian Olympic Committee.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. They work. Yeah, you too.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for the lifters one final time as the technical controller leads them from the platform.